Hey, Original OC with you on the Original OC channel. It is Wednesday, June 12th. It is 1:20 American time, which is 1:20 world time, 1:20 p.m. world time. That's 13:20 for those of you using military time or 24-hour time. OC channel, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you hit the like button when you join the stream. And most importantly, type a comment in the chat. For anybody who joins, who's watching the stream, if you type a comment in the chat, you will be personally greeted by OC. Topic of today is the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, the best luxury steel sports watch, and I'll add a little clause at the end, of all time. Is it the best luxury steel watch of all time? We will delve into this topic. We want to congratulate Double Crown, who unboxed a great watch last night. I won't say exactly what it is, but you can get the hint. But if you did not see the live stream from last night, head on over to the Watch Colony channel. Watch Colony channel. It's me and Double Crown, and we were joined by Kevin and a couple other great people from the community to do an unboxing, and it was fantastic. And I will not share what it is. I won't spoil it. But on a completely different note, I will say that the Royal Oak could possibly be the best luxury steel sports watch of all time. Let's see who we have in the chat. Guys, by the way, we have 10 people watching this nonsense, which is good, a great start. And we have 6 likes. That's pretty phenomenal. I'm not even going to badger you. I'm not even going to badger you to hit the like button. That's pretty damn good. You guys know the drill. So I'm extremely impressed. You know who, someone with whom I'm extremely impressed always is Logan Hall. He's first. He's always first in the chat. Logan says, if AP had the reliability of a Toyota or Lexus, it would be one of the best. But AP has the reliability of Land Rover. You know what? That's what warranties are for. I got to say, I had a problem with my Royal Oak. I have a 41 millimeter Royal Oak 15510, which is just the time only, time and date Royal Oak. I was setting the time one day and I heard a crunch, and the date wheel broke. The crown would not control the date wheel. It would just spin when it was in the date setting position. The date wheel would do nothing, just the crown would spin. So it was broken. I took it to my AP boutique. I was prepared to spend months without my Royal Oak. I got it back in 3 weeks, and it was in perfect working condition. So that's what I mean. They have a good warranty. So yeah, I get it that maybe these aren't the most reliable and durable watches, but so far so good for me. I mean, they they had a problem, they fixed it. So, but good point, Logan. Hey, we have SE from Germany. SE last earlier this year, I think it was, unboxed a phenomenal Patek Philippe that he added to his collection. It's stunning, and SE is a really really cool guy. I was able to meet him in Geneva. Apart from being a really nice guy, he's also extremely tall and handsome, very attractive guy. Mal is, and I have no problem saying, I'm not gonna. There's no shame in saying that he's a very very attractive guy. Mal is in the chat. Hello, what's up, Mal? Good to see you. SE says, is that within the AP lineup? The answer is yes. If we're talking about the watch world as a whole, hell no. Ever heard of something called the Daytona? Interesting. Mal says, are you allowing people to join the stream? Sure, click on the StreamYard link. It's pinned. The link is pinned if you want to join the stream. I'm not going to do a long stream. I'm not going to do like a 4-hour stream today. I'm getting ready for London, actually, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm 90% packed for London, and I'm going to be leaving later this afternoon. So you're saying that the AP is, of course, the best steel sports watch within AP, the Royal Oak is, but you're saying that the Daytona is a better steel sports watch than the Royal Oak. Okay. Fair opinion. Fair opinion. Rufus is in the chat. Rufus, good afternoon, OC. Rufus, I saw on one of the live streams earlier on the panel, and I reached out, said hi to him. He's doing great, and it's good to see him in the chat on my show. I feel honored. I feel privileged. So far, I got to say, the audience is phenomenal. Over 10 people watching. That's cool. That's cool. It's quality, a quality audience. That's right, 10 people watching. 6 people upvoted. Nice average. Yeah, it's actually up to 8 people. All right. And Marco B is in the chat. What's up, Marco? All right. We've got Mal joining. Mal, how are you? First time on the original OC panel. Welcome.
Hi, OC. How's it going?
You sound British.
I am indeed British. Yes, that is fair.
Are you in the UK?
I am in the UK. Yes.
Will you be in London this weekend?
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Make sure you have your YouTube off. Turn your YouTube completely off. Close YouTube completely, and just listen to the StreamYard tab on your browser or whatever you're in.
Yeah, I connected through my phone, so I think it's off. Maybe it's my internet isn't the best.
Okay. No worries. I can hear you fine. If you can hear me, we're all good. The audience can hear you perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no delay or anything? Okay. Make sure your YouTube is closed. How about that? If you want to jump off real quick and turn your YouTube off and click back on the link through your browser, that might help. Rufus says, looking forward to the London meetup. Yes, that's going to be fun. There's going to be, I haven't been to London since 1999. I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch of great people. I'm not going to name names because if I leave a name out, I don't want someone to think that I'm not including them. Of course, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there, even people that you may not think that I'm happy to see. I'm actually looking forward to seeing many of my good friends from that I've met several times, as well as people I've never met and I'm meeting for the first time. So there's going to be no drama, no negativity. It's all going to be positive. It's all going to be good stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. Boston Collector weighs in with a resounding yes. The answer is yes. Simple as that. No explanation needed. Good afternoon, OC. That's it. That's the explanation. There you go. All right. Mal is back. How do I sound?
You sound great. How do I sound?
You sound fine.
Okay. That wasn't a ringing
Okay.
endorsement, but
No, you sound good. You sound good for, hey, I know the
good.
British. Okay, good. Perfect. All right. So you are in London, correct?
Yes, I live near London. Yep.
Lives near London. Don't dox yourself. Okay. Hello, Buckley. Thanks for joining. And last question. Will you be at Time London on Saturday or the BQ Watches event on Sunday?
Well, yeah. So that's what I was joining to speak to you about. So I wasn't going to go because when I found out it was in Wembley, which is sort of outside of central London, I thought,
Mhm.
oh, do you know what? If the event is a bit rubbish, I'm not too excited about the sort of the
But
brands
then
that
you
are
heard I
there.
was going to be there. And everything changed.
Well, yeah, exactly that, OC.
I don't mean to
Yes, exactly
put
that.
words in your mouth, but
Exactly. Yeah, well, no, it yourself as well as some other cool people from the stream. I was speaking to Alex on the stream a little while back. UK Alex Kojak. He said he was going to be there, so I thought, well, maybe if there's this many people turning up, given how close it is to my home, maybe I should go.
absolutely. Listen, it's more about the people. Listen, we're going to see some great watches, or we're going to see some good watches. Okay, strike that. There may be watches there, but it's really
Loosely, there might be. You'll be able
that's
to
right.
tell time on them, whether we want to
That's right.
call them watches or not.
I might look at. There might be watches there to look at. As a matter of fact, I asked them whole milk. I said, "Whole milk. Are there any brands in particular that you want me to check out?" And he didn't answer. So, but
Yeah.
I think he said said that I should be going to some kind of museum or exhibit. John Hockenberry or something like that. They're like, oh, he was the inventor of the first watch or something like that, and he's in Greenwich. And if you don't go to watches, which is true, I'm not going, and I don't care about watches. So, but I won't be going there. But I will be checking out like Fears. I think Fears is a brand I'm interested in, and I'll check out some of the other brands. I want to be respectful to the organizers of the event who've graciously invited me. And I will be looking at watches, but mostly, let's be honest, there's a bunch of great people there. We're there to celebrate the great relationships that we have and build new bridges and new relationships with people we haven't met before. And the watches are the glue that are kind of bringing us together. Fair point.
Well, so it sounds good. Yeah, I would. I mean, I would also skip the museum. I can't imagine there's anything too exciting in there. Um, but yeah, I mean, as I say, I'm not that interested in the event. But if yeah, no, I wanted to ask you what was the sort of the plans for it? Is it sort of people are turning up and then going out in the evening and it's going to be that kind of like fun get together, or is it just going to be there for the event? Is the bigger day going to be the Sunday or the Saturday? What are the plans, or what are the rough plans? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I'm just kind of showing up there in London and going with the flow. And I probably listen. I don't know if I'll be invited to anything. I'm hopeful that there's some people that I'm going to meet there by bumping into them, and then we'll wind up going places. But I'm not in. Thankfully, I'm not in charge of planning or organizing anything, or I'm not in charge of any itinerary. By the way, I want to say hi to Buckley, give him a chance to jump in. But first, I want to say hi to Chalk Flew Up, who's in the chat, Diego M, who's in the chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And what's up, guys? Buckley, what's up?
Welcome, Mark. What's up?
You're out and about somewhere.
Yeah, I've been out all day.
Okay.
All
Volume
morning.
is a little low. I'm not sure if you're far away from your mic or what. Hey, we got JB in the chat. What's up, JB? By the way, you're welcome to jump on too, JB. It's an open panel today. There's no tribes or any nonsense. Everybody's cool. So feel free to jump on and talk. We're talking watches. We're talking Royal Oak. But we're also talking Time London.
How about now?
So I'm looking forward, Mal, to seeing you. I'm actually arriving Today's Wednesday in the United States, and I'm arriving Thursday morning in the UK. So I expect to be bumping into people by Thursday afternoon around various parts. So, yo,
Nice.
we got Jock in the chat. Jock, what's happening here then? Jock, jump on the panel. Jump on the panel. The link is pinned. You are welcome on the panel, my friend.
That's my audio.
Where,
Jock is going to be there, by the way. So if you want to meet up with Jock, he's going to be at Time London on Saturday.
nice. Yeah. Where are you staying, OC? Are you staying in London?
I'm not. I am staying. I actually don't even know. I mean, I know I'm staying somewhere, but I don't know the exact physical address. But people will find out soon enough. People will find out soon enough because I'll be. I'm not streaming. I'm not going to be doing any streaming from there. I'm just there to kind of enjoy other people and to meet up with other people. So.
Nice.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yep, that's better.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna boost your microphone just like by 50%. Okay, there you go.
Get a boost.
We've got Bruce G in the chat. Bruce G, safe travels to all those jumping the pond. Hey, I don't even know anybody from the United States other than myself that's going. Everybody else is from Europe or the Middle East or Australia. I don't know. I mean, is anybody from the US actually going to Time London? Hey, No Endless Time from Germany is here. Greetings to the panel. Thank you for being here. Ryan Singer is in the chat, reminding everybody to upvote. Thank you, guys. Upvote the live stream and upvote for AP being the best luxury steel sports watch of all time. It is. It's the Royal Oak is. I should clarify.
On your other point, OC, why would anyone come from America to go to Time London? I mean,
I agree. I agree.
Well, if it's that's a good point. If it's, I mean, it's the people. Listen, I want to be respectful to the event organizers. It's a good event. There's a lot of interesting brands there. A lot of great people are going to be there, and it should be a very positive and educational and informative experience for everybody. So, what I would say this: if you're within 2 hours of flying time from Time London, why wouldn't you go? That's what I would say. I would say if you're a watch person and you've been watching these streams, you're a fan of Archie or T-Tickers or any of the folks from the community or the colony or whatever, and you want to meet up with and you want to see like a bunch of great people like Jock and Jamie and Dodger, Red Shovel and Thomas Burnett, Muhammad Ali. These people are, great people. So I would say, why wouldn't you want to meet them and hang out with them?
yeah, I would say from that's a good sell, OC. I see from my point of view, it's about 40 minutes drive from my house, and I wasn't gonna go. So that's the other argument.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That would be like if there were a watch event in New York City, like maybe 30 minutes from my house or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna go. And I knew that 20 people were flying in or traveling from all over to be there. And I'd be, it's a Saturday. I'll watch the game instead.
I don't have your dedication, OC. Plus, I'm not the guest of honor like you, right? You have.
I'm definitely not a guest of honor by any means. I'm barely attending. But I've been promoting it. And listen, you're jumping on the panel and confirming that you're actually going, I think, is justification for why we're all out there promoting the event. We're all kind of promoting like, hey, we're all going to be there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be positive. And that does, the event organizers are seeing that is bringing people into the show and it's working. So that's why they're involving us. Right. So Rufus says safe flight to Jock. Jock, have a safe flight. I have a safe flight. See you tomorrow. Why wouldn't I go to London? They drive on the wrong side of the road, and they put the steering wheel on the wrong side too. That's true. Logan Hall says, JB, you need to do a grilling stream one day. Show Diego how it's done. Yeah, we need to do it. We definitely need to do a steak grilling show one time soon.
Can I just say to Buckley, obviously he doesn't know who I am. I've never spoken to him before, but I've been listening to the streams, and congratulations on that Tiffany Patek, man. I mean, what a watch.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm totally the wrong candidate for it, so the whole thing is very funny. It's almost a meme, but
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I mean, it doesn't seem very you, I would say, given obviously I don't know you, but from what you've been saying on the streams, right? But I think it's even funnier that somebody who would never pick a watch like that normally, gets the privilege of owning it. It's even better.
Yeah, I mean it's true. Like it doesn't really fit my MO, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, I think that sums it up. The fact that you got it unexpected for you to be a person get allocated that, I think it just makes it so much sweeter. And by the way, JB, jump on the panel and say hi. I don't know. I know you are in Portugal. I don't know if you're going to be in London for the event, but if you are, looking forward to seeing you in person. Love your appearances on the various shows and appreciate all the support that you provide for Marcelo. Definitely a good job, kind of keeping things on track for Marcelo. So that's definitely very cool. JB is saying hi to you, Buckley, as well.
Hey, JB.
Yo, at the end of the day, bro, that watch, you got it, bro, and that's it.
That sounds more like Mathis.
Okay, sorry. Sometimes, sometimes, like if you just close your eyes and you don't see what stream you're watching, you might be able to confuse JB with Mathis a little bit. They have similar dialects,
JB is more like, at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, bro.
At the end of the day, I've been working on my garden, and these fucking ants have been attacking it.
I love how he's made the transition from the chat to the streams. He's done it very successfully. He's a cool personality, and he provides a lot of support for the different channels and for specifically Marcelo, and that's to be commended, I would say. So yeah, so that's it. Let me say that. You are at one point, let's see, you haven't had a Royal Oak yet, Buckley.
Oh yeah, no.
But would you concede, or would you agree that the AP Royal Oak might be conceivably the best luxury steel sports watch available today?
No, because it's not a sports watch.
Ooh, interesting hot take for Hot Take Wednesday.
It's not a sports watch.
You consider just a pure luxury watch then?
Yeah, it's just a luxury timepiece. It's not. What sporting are you going to do in a Royal Oak? You'd have to be crazy. It's a scratch magnet.
I think
it has butterfly clasp, which is not really great for sports. There's no micro adjust, and on top of that, you better be careful with that crown. The water resistance is okay. It's not great. It's not a sports watch. It's actually the funny thing about the Royal Oak, the freehand. That's the closest thing outside of that abomination they made 2 weeks ago that is a dress watch. It's the only watch from AP that I would put on if I were wearing a formal suit and tie. You can't wear any other watch with a suit and tie from AP. People say the code. No, not really. You could, but you really shouldn't. It's not really a sports watch. It's also not a dress watch. It's kind of this weird la la land of sportiness. But AP does not make any. I mean, their closest thing to a sports watch is an offshore. So I would say the offshore is the best sports watch they make. I wouldn't call it super reliable, but no, the greatest sports watch of all time it's going to vary, but it's probably going to be Daytona or Submariner.
Interesting. The Submariner is very pedestrian and very relatively low on the Rolex totem pole, but interesting choice.
Well, it is, but it's also sold the most units of any sports watch ever, like 4 or 5 times more, maybe even 10 times more than Daytona.
Right.
It's proven to be a cult classic. Everybody has either had one, aspires to have one, or has thought of having one. And when I mean everybody, I mean 99%. I know there's the one guy in the crowd that's like, I've never thought about owning a Rolex. I've never thought, all right, cool, be different, I get it. All right, you have an identity, great. But the majority of watch collectors, the Black Submariner or some form of the Submariner, has entered in some capacity.
Good point. We have Mr. Ghost that's in the chat. We have Otto. We have, I'm not sure if he said hi to Marco B yet. What's up, guys? Thanks for being with us in the chat. I want to acknowledge that that No Endless Time says Buckley is 100% correct on that. And then he goes on to say the best sports and dress watch, the Daytona, done.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this, Buckley. Let me just change the definition a little bit, because I think when they conceived of the Royal Oak, they conceived of it as being of using steel, but creating a luxury watch out of what was at that point in time a non-precious metal. So they priced it very, very expensive at the time for steel, and so they were positioning it as a luxury steel watch. If I took the word sport out of it, and I just asked, is it the best luxury stainless steel watch? Would you say yes, or would you still say, nah, it's still, even taking out the word sport, it's still not even the best luxury steel watch you can get?
Well, if all things were priced equally, it could be.
No, they're not. They're not priced equally.
That's the problem. Is I would say, and everyone knows I love the Royal Oak. I will own one. I don't know when, but I will own one. I'm a huge fucking fan. But you can't ignore that it's $30,000. And the comfort level of a Royal Oak is very dicey. Everyone I know that has one, they wear it for a day, maybe 2, and they take it off and it goes in the box for a week or 2, and then it comes back. People do not daily Royal Oaks. The only Royal Oak I've ever seen dailied is back when people could buy jumbos for chips. The bracelet is amazing. It's kind of sharp depending on if you have a Pringle can wrist or you have a flat wrist or you have a small wrist. It can be kind of sharp with some hot spots. I know Eddie Mav and a few other people always complain that it pulls their hairs out. It has no micro adjust. So, look, if it was $10,000, maybe it could be. It's 30. I don't think it makes it the best steel watch of all time. In fact, if we're taking the aesthetics out, I prefer the Royal Oak, but the Overseas is probably better.
What do you mean taking the aesthetics out? Why would you take the aesthetics out?
Because some people prefer the way the Royal Oak looks. Some people hate it. Some people prefer the Overseas look. Some people hate it. But if you compare the two head to head and you talk about what are you getting for the money, Vacheron wins that argument because you're getting probably a better quality movement, a better reliability, 3 straps, and you're getting it for $5,000 less than a Royal Oak. So they probably win. This is not even talking about the Nautilus. They don't make a steel 5711 anymore. And a lot of people have complained that's a little bit jangly. That's also $30,000 when it came out.
Holy shit, Lolex, you have keys on my channel?
What's up?
You have keys on my channel?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
I didn't.
Maybe you've been hacked, OC. Maybe I stole the keys when you weren't
I
looking.
had no fucking idea. I have to look at that list again.
Come on. It's cool that I have keys. What's up, everyone?
I guess. What's up, Lolex? Do you want to weigh in on this conversation? By the way, No Endless Time says maybe the Vacheron Constantin Overseas is the best sports and dress watch. Maybe you want to jump in on that notion.
Okay.
The other thing too, we'll see.
Buckley doesn't want you to have an opinion, Lolex. So just let Buckley
Okay.
answer for you.
Go
No,
for
I
it.
want Lolex's gonna have an opinion.
What's the question though? Give me the question because I just
What's
saw
the
you
best?
respond.
What's the best luxury steel sports watch?
Oh my
Not of all
God.
time, but available today, available right now. Because I'm going to say that someone unboxed a watch yesterday, paid
Mhm.
$30,000 for it. It was just a regular old steel watch, but it's phenomenal. You know,
Yeah,
Available. Yeah, that's rough.
it's in the top 5. I don't think it's number 1 just because of those issues.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't think any of the Holy Trinity is number 1. Their price point is too high. It's a fucking piece of steel. You know, it's their price point. They're just charging it because people want to be in the Holy Trinity. You're paying for exclusivity. Performance, no. You're not. I mean, I'm sorry, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna stand strong on this. My date just at $10,000 on Jubilee in steel with a white gold bezel that you can build. You can build any color combination. You can make it toned down. You can make it flared up. At 10 grand, that's a much better value than anything the Holy Trinity has to offer. That's just a fact. I'll argue
I don't
anybody.
know.
No, I'll
Maybe.
argue with
You can
anybody.
make you can make the argument. Maybe.
Look, Lolex, if they
Yeah.
were both 30 grand,
hmm
mine's 10, that one's 30. Okay? It's a big fucking difference.
I agree. I think at that price point, it's crazy. I mean, it's a beautiful watch, and if you can get it, obviously you pick it up if they offer it to you. But that's a lot of money for a stainless steel watch.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and the other thing too, and it doesn't have to be a date just, it could be any Rolex.
Mm.
But you don't have to worry about your Rolex. I mean, you could put the fucking thing on, you could go take a dive in the pool, then after you get out of the pool, you can do yard work with it on. And then
Mm.
after you're done yard work, you can fucking move in, you can move your household around, and then you could shower with it into the day and it's still gonna work fine and it gets better with age. You don't have to worry about it. You can't do that with a Holy Trinity steel watch. Motherfuckers aren't even, they're afraid to go under a faucet with it.
Can I say what I think is probably the best steel sports luxury watch? And I'll probably get flamed for it by Buckley. But in my opinion, I think the Pepsi GMT is probably the best, especially if you could score both bracelets on it, right? You could dress it up with the Jubilee. You could put it on an oyster and wear it around town if you just want to, wear something sporty.
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of perfect in that way. You could dress it up, you could dress it down, I put
Yeah,
it in there. But I do agree with you that the Datejust is probably for sure up there when you're talking about price points. Like there's no
I'm
question.
only saying date just because we're comparing three-handers, right?
Yeah.
If you take away I mean, honestly, you could even say Explorer 1 or
I
OP.
was just going to say Explorer 1 is definitely in the conversation.
what are you talking? Explorer 1?
Yeah,
best luxury steel watch. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
Come on.
I mean, if you're looking at what you're getting for the money, I mean, you could argue that. I wouldn't. I'd rather come up to $3,000, $4,000, and go to the date just. I think it's a much better
Can I
watch.
throw a wild one in there as well too? That's probably going to get me flamed. Maybe the Santos. Like maybe a Santos. You would have to throw it in the conversation at the price point.
Definitely not.
That's
definitely not.
It's that model was redesigned like two or three years ago. It's been around forever, but it's not
I mean,
it's not iconic. It's not iconic as a luxury steel watch.
but don't you remember, OC? You said one time we were talking about Cartier, and you said, given that price point, you can wear it at a watch meetup, and you're not out of place. You can wear it in a nice restaurant, and it kind of works, and it's a sporty at the same time too. Like if you have the wrist for a large model, kind of works in every scenario. So, I feel like it would have to be in the conversation if we're talking about it, like a simple white dial.
I think the key word in the question is best, right? So like we have to climb to the top of the mountain. This isn't like, hey, what are your list of watches that you think are nice watches?
Oh,
that's
okay.
not
The question.
that's not the endeavor. We're talking about, guys, if you have to choose one that's at the tippy top of the summit, which one is
stainless steel?
Yeah, what's the best steel watch? I mean, you can say steel sport, you can say steel without sport, but at the end of the day, I mean, And price does matter, because if you're charging more for it, that means it's going to be more desirable. It's going to be more exclusive. It's going to be more unattainable, and that kind of helps it in
So
Okay.
being luxury.
isn't the simple answer a Nautilus then? Like I know,
Uh,
wouldn't that be the
yeah.
simple 5711? That'd be like the best
I don't think-
stainless steel that you could buy.
I don't think the 5711. I honestly think the 58. Well, that's not steel,
But it's
if we're
simple. It's simple three-handed steel sports, Buckley, and it's a watch you can wear in any situation. You can dress it up. You can dress it down. I mean, what other watch is like
Yeah.
close to it besides the Royal Oak?
You're just not going to do any sporting in the fucking thing, but
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, it's gonna break apart for sure. But
that's what I'm trying to say.
The answer is a 5711, or if you can get it, I mean, it's very basic, but like a Panda Daytona, right?
Yeah, I mean, probably the Panda Day. This is my
Yeah.
whole point, though, Lola. You're making my point is
Yeah,
if we are doing no activity in the watch and there's no crime, there's no issues, everything's fucking peaceful, right? Peaceful world. Yeah, you got all the money in the world and you can get one phone call from the AD for one watch. Well, at this point, I'd say the 5811 is better, because if you're not worried about any activities, you're not going to be worried about scratching it because you're not scratching it.
Yeah.
And the 5811 blue dial, the sizing, the little, I think there's micro adjust in it now, some form of it. And then the exclusivity of having well, it's a sports protect, but it's not, over an AP is definitely there. It's still a little bit higher. So yeah, you go with that.
it'd be a Nautilus probably if
Yeah,
we're talking best
probably.
steel sports. Aquanaut,
Probably.
I would prefer, but I know that's not it. You go Nautilus.
Well, yeah, because
yeah.
it's all fucking subjective. But if we're
It's-
just talking dollar and cents, it's gonna be Rolex all day. They always win for the money because they're a third, a fourth, half the price. A fucking AP Royal Oak Chrono after tax is almost the same price as a full gold date. That's crazy.
Like, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No,
You know?
I get it. That's why I struggle so much in justifying the Daytona. Yeah, it's only 16 at retail, but then when you factor in what you can get for it on the secondhand market, I'm like, we're in gold territory at this point. And it's hard to like justify it sometimes. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, but I'm also somebody who I put my watch on
Mhm.
and I'm going to do everything I plan on doing that day. I'm going to do, and I'm not going to really worry about the watch.
Yeah.
Right. A
Well,
lot of people in this,
with the
a lot
date
of
gust, right?
well, I've even done it with the fucking Protect. I mean,
What about when you had the day date? Were you doing that with the day date?
Yeah, I was doing everything.
Oh wow.
I was doing everything. I don't have a big collection. I don't think I'll ever be one of these people with 50 watches, 100 watches. If you have to fucking baby and nurture the thing out of fear, I just don't want it.
Yeah.
It's like these people that you see them buy a nice car, and then when you go to the mall, you see them hundreds and hundreds of spots back because they're afraid of somebody touching their car. I'd rather not even have the fucking car. I'd rather just have a car. I feel like, if over months and years it gets dings and scratches, it's fine. I don't want to be worried about that shit. You know what else I never do, Rolex?
No, I get that. What?
I never wear a white dress shirt out to dinner because I'm afraid I'll stain it.
Oh, 100%.
That's
Why
right.
do you
Because
think
you're always flicking sauce all over.
He's such a
with
messy
when you're
eater.
twisting the spin, twisting the fork around.
Buckley does look like
Yeah.
a messy eater. He's definitely shoving shit in his face.
No, he's actually quite composed. Very
Calculated.
No, he's a very good dinner companion. He come across. I see him going out to dinner. I'm envisioning him going out to dinner with Mrs. Buckley, and then being very refined. He's got the Patek Philippe now. He's always wearing a jacket.
Maybe it's tweed now because he wears Patek.
It's tweed and with loafers, with Belgian chocolate loafers.
Oh,
Ooh.
Guys, we got an amazing chat going on with so many opinions that it's impossible to pull up all your comments. But you guys just know that we're watching your comments and we appreciate all of them. Good stuff going on in the chat there with Mr. G joining and Otto and Boston Collector and Mr. Ghost. Lots of cool people in the chat. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like the stream. Hit the upvote button. Over 50 people watching this garbage. We should be at 30 likes. So hit the like button. Tap it or click on it. Thank you.
But
I don't know. I love. Can I tell you a secret? The secret is like when I first started getting into watches, I didn't like the Royal Oak at all. I fucking hated it. I thought it was ugly. I didn't like the bezel. I didn't like the fucking bolts. I thought the bracelet was had too many facets. It was too busy.
Mm-hmm.
And it took a while for me, probably a little bit of peer pressure, probably a lot of people saying, oh, this is a great watch. This is incredible. This is a great brand, for me to come around and finally say, oh, okay, I do like it now. I think I was bullied into liking it, to be honest, because I thought the Maurice Lacroix Icon was better looking than the Royal Oak when I first started looking at watches.
Because
And
that's not a crazy take. That's not a crazy.
It's a tough.
take.
No, it's a tough admission, Lolex. It's something where it's likely to be clipped. Clip it, Mookie, and played back over and over again, because I really did like. I saw the Maurice Lacroix at $2,000 or $1,700. I'm like, I don't really see a big difference. Like, what's the deal with this Royal Oak? It's like, I don't get it. Why are the bolts? Why are there bolts on the bezel? Why are there screws there? That's stupid.
It's kind of a polarizing design when you look at it. Like pre-PRX, there was really not a lot of watches that look like this. So I get why someone could look at this and say, this is an ugly watch. If they're not a watch nerd, they would say, this is ugly. But
yeah, Mr. Ghost says tastes change all the time. I think it's peer pressure. I think it's bullying, and I think it is, and I think it's marketing. I'm gullible for falling for this, because listen, why should anybody be paying $30,000 for this watch? It's just stupid. I think we're being brainwashed by these fucking marketers into way overpaying for these watches, and I probably like the Maurice Lacroix better. And it's only because of you guys in the community and this massive marketing spend that I think differently.
Yeah. Stop brainwashing people, Diego.
Stop.
I don't want to like the Royal Oak. Leave me alone.
I never talk about the Royal Oak.
You really don't.
Even the 38 that much.
Even that 38 Chrono, you like. You would think the 38 Chrono Diego would like, but I've never heard you talk about it.
I mean, I would probably get one at retail, but I spoke a little bit about Royal Oaks the other weekend. They're too big now. They're too
size aside. What about the design?
Well,
do you like the design? Okay,
I was gonna get to that before you interrupted me. But
okay, well, you're big on size. Diego's big. You would have been talking about size.
It's Hot Take Wednesday, guys. It's Hot Take Wednesday. Let it fly.
Mr. G will agree with me. They have lost their soul. If you look at an old Jumbo compared to a new one, if you look at an old Royal Oak compared to the new one, something got lost in their manufacturing process to where they're kind of they almost look like they're made on CNC machines or 3D printers. I don't get Holy Trinity vibes whenever I hold a Royal Oak, a modern one. I understand the precision that it takes to make that bracelet in the case, but it's almost, dare I say, too precise. It almost feels artificial in a way. I don't know. It's boring. It's a very boring watch, the new ones, in my opinion.
Wow. This guy's looking to get flamed off the internet today.
What a fucking disrespectful thing to say.
Mr. G agrees with me, though. We spoke about this
He's pretty quiet in the chat.
In depth.
How funny it would be if Mr. G popped on right now. He's like, I never said that.
Is it?
I never said that.
Yeah, but real quick, Diego's point is that with both the Nautilus and the Royal Oak, those were designed. Like the Royal Oak was designed as a front-loading watch originally, right? There was no case back that was removable. the case back was part of the case, and you loaded the movement through the front, and they changed that and made for just manufacturing reasons, split the case up into 3 parts. And the same with the Nautilus, right? The Nautilus used to be, I believe, also the case was constructed in 2 pieces, and then at some point they switched it to 3. So, I mean, I think the 16202 goes back to the roots, right? Where it's a front-loaded design with integrated, where the case back is part of the case. Is that? I believe that's the case.
I'm
No
not
pun
sh-
intended.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, and that's not really what when I discuss the constructability and all that. I'm talking about, like, you look at the back and it's like bead blasted. It looks like it's sandblasted finish, just very industrial. You know, it's supposed to be a luxury watch that feels nice in the hand, and it does feel nice, but it feels almost like a precision tool, right? If you get some really nice Swiss precision tools for manufacturing, they're just perfect. That's what
You,
it
you,
feels like.
you sound like O'Sheen right now.
Um,
Precision.
when I put something in my hands, like when I put Boston's 5980 in my hand, it's like I'm holding onto a beautiful woman's bosom. That feeling.
All right.
That's it. That's
Quiet.
it.
No. Let's be quiet. Let's sit in it for a second.
It's a different feeling. It's a different feeling, right?
Yeah, it's one thing
The
I've learned is, like,
bosom of a woman.
whenever a comment is said like that, don't say anything right away,
Yeah.
because that way when it's clipped, your voice isn't part of the clip.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you
Right.
don't say anything,
Pause.
then I feel shame.
Yo, pause. That's why they say pause in the streets.
That's
OC.
it. That's
what
it.
the kids say, that pause.
Do you guys get what I'm saying, though? Like, any agreements, disagreements?
No, I mean, I think the brushing is really. I think the way they brush the bezel, the case, and the bracelet is really, really cool. I love the graining of it. I love the mix of the polished bevels and the polished sides of the intermediate links. I think that's one of the reasons why it's that bracelet and the bezel are so well respected. I think is the
Iconic.
finishing.
Yeah.
So I think the finishing is something that is applauded. I don't think it's something. I mean, it's industrial looking because of the geometric shapes and the sharp edges and things like that. But I don't think it. I wouldn't use the word industrial as a negative to connote that it's lower quality.
It's one of those things where I understand why it's popular, but I couldn't see myself buying one outright. If it was offered to me, I probably would buy it and flip it. I don't know if I would keep it.
They're not
I
that
didn't mean-
they're not that flippable, Rolex.
Yeah.
They're not that flippable anymore.
Really?
I
It's
didn't-
that bad?
No.
Shit.
I didn't
Yes,
mean
the time and date models, the regular, and especially if you don't get the 41, which is considered the larger, more it's not desirable in the sense that it's a better watch. It's just from a
Flippable.
secondary
Yeah.
pricing model perspective, it is just more valuable, right?
Mhm.
And the smaller one, the 37 one, is not as desirable. Most men want the bigger one, so they're only a few $1,000s more than list price plus tax in secondary. They're
Wow.
not super flippable.
And by the way,
Yeah.
I didn't mean that the finishing is bad or cheap. I think it's almost sounds crazy to say, but it's almost too good, and it makes, because it's so good, you lose some of that, like, hand finished nostalgia, or, you know, romanticism that you get from Pateks still of today. You know, you
Guys.
put a 5811 in your hands
Okay.
versus a gold Royal Oak. The 5811 is it's a work of art. The Royal Oak is a feat of engineering. That's how I differentiate the two brands.
Well said here by Evan G. He's saying the watch feels sterile. I like that.
Yeah, like a
I think it works.
surgical instrument. That's very true.
There you go. There you go. Well, going back to the original question, Diego, if you want to weigh in, what is the best stainless steel watch, luxury watch in the market right now?
All right, so factoring in, there's a few factors in my decision. You got price, like Buckley mentioned, which is very important. You have durability, and you have wearability. I think a date just on an Oyster bracelet or an Explorer 1, and if you can squeeze it, maybe a Daytona. I think those three are very difficult to beat.
Yeah, I agree.
Almost impossible.
Hmm.
And I say Oyster Bracelet because Jubilee, it is probably today just as durable as Oyster, but it's also a little bit too loud. The Paula Centerlink Datejust bracelet is on Oyster is just
A little more
so
subdued. Yeah.
It's so versatile though. It's masculine, but at the same time it's dressy. It's durable. I mean, you can wear it golfing if you want. You can wear it swimming. Nobody's gonna look at you and go, "That's out of place." And you
I
also
wish-
don't worry. You don't have to worry about it.
I wish they'd offer more exotic dials on the 36 millimeter Datejust. I mean, we saw the Palm Fronds this past year, and there was some cool dials, but I'd wish they give it the same love as they do the OP line. You know,
Yeah.
that would be great.
On the flip side, though, if we take price and all that out, and we say let's focus on the hype sports pieces, so Patek, Royal Oaks. I don't think you can put RM in this conversation, but Patek
No.
and Royal Oaks and the overseas, those are really your only three.
Right.
We're not going to talk about Piaget, Polo. We're not going to talk about Tudors or Breitlands or anything like that. Like, you know, that those just aren't in the conversation. And so between those three, you know, the most durable is going to be the overseas. But if I had to choose between the three, maybe, you know, Aquanaut gets thrown in the mix too. I'd probably take an Aquanaut out of those three.
On the steel bracelet?
No, on rubber.
Yeah.
And that's if you told me like, hey, you can have one luxury sports piece or whatever we want to call it for the rest of your life. It's either going to be a Royal Oak, it's going to be an overseas, or it's going to be an Aquanaut. I'll take the Aquanaut.
But what if you have to dress up though? You're gonna wear an Aquanaut on a rubber strap.
Yeah.
I think
You're gonna look like
if you-
you're gonna look like a spy.
the most beautiful steel watch I think I ever saw in the flesh was the green 5711. There was something about that.
Okay.
I mean, the blue one can kind of be gray. Not the 5811 because that's a different blue, but the
Buckley
57.
Buckley and his fucking green watches. I mean,
I love
Where'd you
green.
Where'd you see
I
the
love green.
green? Where'd you see the green 5711?
Manhattan, the only
In his
place
dreams.
that's yeah.
where you can see every watch
I-
in the world. Yeah.
I've seen it.
That's a
I've seen it a few
sick place.
times.
That thing is
I've seen it a few times. But yeah, the 5711 in that green color, because the green they did is, you know, it's an olive neutral that you can do anything in. It doesn't matter what you're wearing, you can wear that green. And because it was green, like the other two brands hadn't done a good green and steel. So that would be my one, like if I could go back in the catalog and get offered anything at retail, that would be the one that I would take, hands down, easily.
Oh, green 5711.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Double Crown is in the chat. He says, well, 1 week on the wrist. I never knew I needed this watch. And he's referring to the 41 millimeter Royal Oak 15510 with the silver dial, which he unboxed yesterday on the Watch Colony channel. Looks great, heavy feel, no hair pulls. To be honest, puts my Rolexes to shame and finished. The bracelet takes 8 hours to finish. Thank
And
you.
that's part of the reason I don't like want to shit on the Royal Oak. I still think it's an amazing watch because Double Crown's the man, and I'm happy he got it. So I think it's a great. I'm gonna say it's a great watch.
One of my favorite watches ever. I'm
Yeah,
just
of
trying to
course.
be. I'm trying to be practical and logical. Well,
Okay,
that's all.
all right. I think it's a great watch. If we're talking about some of the best looking watches you've handled in person, I've handled some interesting stuff because of the community, but for some reason, the one watch that always stands out, and maybe it was the lighting or something, but when I handled in overseas, the overseas with a blue dial, maybe it was the lighting or something, but that blue dial, that's the nicest blue dial I've ever seen on a watch.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking great.
It's fucking awesome. If they made a more size appropriate version of the overseas, I would really consider it. There's no question.
It's not that big. The 41 is not that big.
It felt like a dial on my wrist. Like it felt like
Yeah.
a dinner plate when I was wearing it. I was like, fuck.
They're
But
Have
41.
you?
You know, the issue with the overseas is the lugs don't really fall down. They kind of just go straight out. And the case back, Rolex does a really good job of their case back kind of disappearing
mm,
into the lugs. The overseas suffers from the opposite.
mm. But I do love that the bracelet you can quick change with the rubber straps. Like if I was just going to go to one piece and I did the overseas, I'd have all the rubber straps. I have all the different, leathers that you could put on it. And I would daily the shit out of that thing because I think it looks so cool.
Well, that's kind of my thing. Is it are these watches that you're gonna put on and forget you're wearing it?
Yeah,
Like
I
you're
don't think
gonna,
that's it.
like one of my things, especially with my days, is I've been trying to go to the gym in the morning, right? Like early, like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. And then, I basically shower and I put my watch on shortly after because everyone knows that you're swollen after a shower and it doesn't really fit great. But and then I do my thing, whether I'm in the city or I'm on the island, I do my thing, which is usually like a polo or a dress shirt and pants. And then I put on some fucking sweat shorts and any t-shirt I want from like 5, 6 p.m. on. And sometimes I lay down and I'm not worried about rattling the watch. I don't even know it's there. Sometimes I fall asleep with it on. I don't know if you can really do that with a Royal Oak because you're so aware of the presence. Um, I think it's a Ferrari, it's a McLaren, it's an Aston Martin. Like it's like a weekend warrior that you go off to a meetup, or you're trying to impress somebody, you wear your Royal Oak. But a great
I
daily
yeah,
driver, I don't know.
I think
I
you're
don't
gonna
know.
love the Daytona if you get the Panda because it disappears on your wrist when you're wearing it. Especially you're not even gonna remember you're wearing it. I think you're gonna like
Yeah,
it.
I mean the thing like Rolex, like I'm the type that, especially now when it's getting nicer, I live pretty close to like a big town, like a nice
Hmm.
town that I can walk to. And Saturday morning, I might just fucking roll out of bed and I might walk over to like a coffee shop and grab like a sick ass cappuccino that's $8, because they put a lot of love into it.
Hmm.
And am I reaching for a Royal Oak when I put, to go for that walk, or am I going to throw on a Panda, right? And then you get to the cafe, and everybody in the room has some form of a Rolex or
Yeah,
like a Breitling, right? Because it's like this whatever thing.
yeah.
Um, you're not really waking up and getting in your Ferrari to go to McDonald's drive-through. You know what I'm saying? I might sound like a fucking psychopath, but this is kind of a thing, I
Yeah,
think.
you lost me at McDonald's drive-through, Buckley. Yuck.
And
You
now all
made a
of a
good
sudden now all of a sudden I'm really hungry. As a matter of
you made
fact.
a good point
Yuck.
earlier about how people that have Royal Oaks, they don't daily them. They wear them a couple times a week. They wear them to go to a watch event to stand out. But when
Yeah.
they get home,
They
they're
put
laying
on
on the
their
couch. They're
Rolex. Yeah.
not. They're not wearing the Royal Oak.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it
I'll put it
strange?
to you.
I feel like that too about the Speedmaster. I feel like a lot of people have them in their watch box, but they just don't wear them.
Um,
The Speedmaster, nothing against it. It's kind of like when you first get into watches, it's front and
That's the
center.
first one.
It's
Yeah,
front
that's
and
the first
center.
one you
It's the
bought. Yeah.
first thing you see. It's very attainable, and it also very quickly becomes overshadowed by, oh wait, I can get a 41 mil sub for my AD at retail, right? And then when
right.
people get that watch, they're
Yeah.
like, ooh, okay, this is sick. Oh,
Yeah.
I can get a GMT. What?
Yeah. You're
And,
you're going just what I
and
was about to say.
people, I believe people lose the love that they once had for the watch, the nostalgia, but I don't think they ever lose the respect for it. And that's why they typically keep them. That's why a lot of people they'll have these insane watch collections, yet they always still have that speed.
Yeah. Bear Clooney said once a Speedmaster is, what was the analogy? He said like a Speedmaster is like a bus. If you There's always one around the corner, like something to that effect. If you lose, like you sell it, you can pick up another one immediately, and it's easy. So yeah, I get what you're
It's a
saying.
great watch. I mean, it's up there in
Shit.
the contenders of one and done. If you can do that, I would
Mm.
I would never fault anybody if they said, "Hey, I want a Speedmaster as a one and done." I'd say, "Fucking do it." You're gonna love it.
Kind of respect that guy too.
So I gotta go after Boston
Yeah, me
Collective
too.
for just 1 second.
Yeah, I got to jump on a call, but I'll be back in a second.
Diego,
No worries.
you've watched a lot of streams, as have I.
Mhm.
So have you, OC. Boston Collector, in his daily life, I've only seen him wear 3 to 4 watches, and none of them are a Royal Oak.
Correct.
Because you don't. That's my point. Is the only time I see a Royal Oak out in the wild is Saturday and Sunday. That's it.
Yeah, I've met him 4 times in person. Never once seen a Royal Oak. I don't
He's,
even know if he still owns it.
he's afraid he might scratch it on the coffee machine.
But he does wear a steel Nautilus. Why is that? Right? Why is that?
Well, he designated that as his daily beater, and so he, in his mind, mentally, he said, "Listen, this is the watch that I'm going to get, and I'm going to wear this all the time. And knowing that I'm wearing it all the time, I'm going to accidentally bump into things, but psychologically, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm paying 95 grand for this watch, or 105 grand, or whatever he paid. But this is my iconic steel daily watch, and I'm going to
That's the
accept
watch.
whatever happens to it."
Yeah, that's the watch
but-
that when you think of Boston Collector, you think of that watch.
Right.
But you just see that again, that doesn't make sense because he paid 95 or 100 grand for, I think it was actually 110. 110 grand. That's 3 times the price he paid for the Royal Oak Steel Chrono he has. Wouldn't you designate that your beater? This is my point. Is nobody ever designates a Royal Oak as a beater to the point where they'll take $110,000 Nautilus and make it a beater. We've come full circle, fellas.
I will
The
tell you
verdict
this,
is
though.
it's not a beater.
Well, for him it is, and I think for him and for, I think I would consider it too, the Royal Oak with its brushed surfaces and its bezel and its polished surfaces is more susceptible to showing wear. You know, you bump it against something and the bezel gets scratched, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he bought a pre-owned Nautilus. So in his mind, he's already accepted the fact that that he got it at market price, but it's already pre-owned. So if he owns it more, or if there's more wear on it, that's okay. So I think that's why I'm just trying to be in Boston's head and figure. And I think that's why I think his APs. I'm sure they're in storage. They're hermetically sealed somewhere. There's like biometric pressure gauge to keep it at the right humidity. It's like he's got it stored like in a humidor where there's no outside forces getting in. And those watches are going to be, let's be honest, like they're going to be sold. I mean, these watches aren't getting worn. Those watches come out of the safe, and he puts a light on them, and he kind of dances them back and forth and like, oh yeah, look how beautiful, and then he puts it back in the box and then locks it away again. But that's his enjoyment that he gets from those pieces. But eventually they're going to be sold, whether it's 2 years from now or 20 years from now. So they don't call him Boston Investor for nothing. But he more than anybody has kind of not convinced me, but he more than anybody has projected the image of the Nautilus as a daily to me. And I could see myself at some point getting a Nautilus and wearing it as a daily like he does because of him, because he inspires that notion. Goldfinger is in the chat. I want to say hi to Goldfinger. I want to say hi to Cloudken, who I haven't had a chance to say hi to. I want to say hi to Thomas Burnett, who I will see very, very soon in London. We've got Russell in the chat. What's up, Russell? I think you're in London. I hope to bump into you sometime over the next few days. Vamal Nair's in the chat. What's up, Vamal? Good to see you. Billy, DL Farms. How's everybody doing? So yeah, that's it. Just wanted to kind of do a quick stream to talk about the Royal Oak, or what your thoughts are on the best luxury steel watch. There's a StreamYard link pinned to the top of the chat if you want to join the panel. Join in the conversation. All topics are welcome. Hey, we have Gorilla Time also joining the chat. We have Dear Artifact as well. I gotta say, this is I never thought when I started this channel a couple months ago that I would have so many great people hopping on the stream. Holy shit, there's 57 people watching. That is amazing. I only have like 37 subscribers. Who would have thought all this? Holy shit, we have royalty. We have German royalty in the chat. Pooley, owner of the Daytona, the 126529. You know what that is? Yeah, it's the Le Mans. Pooley owns the Le Mans. Good to have you in the chat. Listen, the German crew representing today. Love to see it. Love you guys. 2 Le Mans owners in the chat. Well, technically, Dear Artifact isn't a Le Mans owner. He's a he didn't pay for it. It's in his family though. It's in his family, which is pretty amazing. I can't believe what we have when you think about it. We have between Pooley, Marcelo, and Marcelo is an extension of the watch community. I mean, he's in the watch community. Between Pooley, Marcelo, and Father Artifact, we have 3 people in our community that own the Le Mans. That's just incredible. 3 people who are like frequent people in the chat and on live streams that own the Le Mans. Just the odds of that. I mean, I don't know how many hundreds of watches they made. You know, let's assume 300, 500, 900, whatever that number is. The fact that we have 3 people that got the Le Mans in our chat on a regular basis, regular members of our community, is just fucking mind-blowing. Just incredible.
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, Pooley, jump on the stream. Jump on the stream and say hi. Anybody's welcome to jump on the stream. It's an open panel. So if there's that link that's pinned at the top of the chat, it says streamyard.com, whatever. Click on it, and you are in the show. Look at this, Pooley. This is the stuff that you got that warms my heart. I got to tell you, Father Artifact, congrats again on your Le Mans. Fucking A. That gives me chills, man. Because 2 Le Mans owners in the chat communicating with each other. That's fucking mind-blowing, guys. I mean, am I just making that shit up? Father Artifact, thanks, Pooley. Happy to join you. Congratulations to you as well. Holy shit.
This is the only place on Earth that may have ever happened up to this point.
This could be the only place on Earth where you have 2 Le Mans owners commenting to each other in the chat. What the fuck's going on? Is this Bizarro world? This is insane, man.
You know what we should do? We should get the 2 of them on to do a stream one night with no other panelists, and we call it Battle of the Gods.
Jesus Christ! I mean, I'm sure Pooley heard the story. Go back and watch that live stream on Diego M's channel, Pooley. The hurdles that Father Artifact and his family had to go through to get qualified to buy the watch. You know, interviews and questionnaires, and interrogations by Rolex executives from Geneva. It's a heartwarming story. Pooley, on the other hand, just bought a bunch of Chopards. And they're like, you know what? This guy's an enthusiast. Let's just give it to him. But I'm not trying to minimize Pooley's allocation. But I don't think we should hear Pooley's process in depth, like, you know, how he actually got it. Because I think what happened was there was one person who was designated to get it and then passed on it. And then Pooley was the second person in line and actually got it. If I'm wrong, Pooley, just correct me. But I think that's what I understand, is that at his AD, he had expressed interest very, very early on. He was number 2 on the request list. And when someone else either got it or passed on it, and the next one came up, he got it. So that's a pretty amazing story.
You know, the craziest thing about that unboxing was Father Artifact said, we know the production numbers, and it's far less than anybody has speculated.
I know other people have reached out to me. Someone from Chicago reached out to me a couple of days ago and said, I got the Le Mans. And he says, "I'd like to know like how many units did they make?" And I said, "I'm not going to ask Father Artifact that. I was like, listen, that's privileged information that he got from somebody at Rolex. As far as I'm concerned, he should never ever repeat it. You know, that he should feel honored that he was included in that. And whether the number is 300 or 700 doesn't matter. He knows, and that's incredible that he knows it. But he shouldn't reveal it to anybody.
I think it's under 100.
No way. No
100 is the
way.
number that 100 is the number that got thrown around the streams all the time, especially from Boston Collector. He was like, "I'm under good authority. There's only 100 made," and Father Artifact watches the streams, so that's probably the number he was referring to.
Yeah, initially, but there's like 1,500 Rolex ADs in the world. I mean, there's no way that just one out of 15 got one watch. I just don't think that's plausible.
No way. I think it's more like 500.
So Pooley says, "I am right." He says, "You're right about my story. The other person who was in talks for the Le Mans got the puzzle date instead. So when the person chose the puzzle date,
they only made 4 of those, though, right? Apparently,
very few of the puzzle date.
That's what everybody was saying. They only made 4.
Well,
who said that?
You said that.
No. I said there's only 3 in the U.S. that are known. I didn't say they only made 4.
Somebody said they only made 4.
No, we only know of 3 in the United States. That's it.
In a way, I understand someone choosing the puzzle date over the Le Mans because they must have known that these are that they were rarer, and that they're also hand painted enamel dials. So in a way, from a production standpoint, they're a little bit more. I don't want to call it more special, but they're just, probably that person felt that was a more interesting watch to get. Maybe they had a personal reason for choosing the puzzle date for over the Le Mans.
What was weird about the Le Mans? It was on display in Venice. Like it was just sitting in the window, and you just walk in and you go, "You guys have a Le Mans? And like, would you like to see?" You're like, "Sure," and that's it. Like they just had it there. For a watch that rare, difficult to get. I don't know. Maybe it's the same as Father Artifact's story where they said, "Hey, we have to show it to our clients," but you'd think they'd just keep that shit in the back, and not for tourists. It was very strange.
Russell's in the chat. Russell is an amazing collector. He says, "We have 3 Rolex ADs that I talked to, and all 3 got a Le Mans." So there you go. So
what if
that's probably in London, right? It's probably,
what if it was one per AD?
It's not, because my AD got 2 of them.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Mathis is in the chat reminding everybody to upvote the live stream. I can't believe it, but we have over 60 people watching an original OC live stream. That is just crazy to me. And over 35 likes. Guys, hit the like button. Let's get us to 40 likes. There's so many cool people in the chat. I can't believe it. I'm humbled by the great audience that we have. And I want to thank Buckley, Diego, Lolex, and Mal for joining me on the panel. Thanks, Buckley and Diego, for being on the panel. It's the panels that make the panels on the audience that make these shows great, not necessarily the subject matter. And the artifact says, it was less than 500, Buckley. Oh my God, he's revealing confidential information on the live stream.
So let's discuss this, because now that I'm thinking about it, both of my Rolex ADs in Atlanta got one, which I think is crazy. So what was the criteria for Rolex to allocate these? Did they just pick like the top 500 ADs they had, or?
I think they did. I think they had multiple production runs. I think the first production run, it was very clear that they went to celebrities. It went to the Mark Wahlbergs, Roger Federers, the Ben Climers, all the the influencers and the celebrities. I don't know how many that was. They did multiple runs, and then finally they don't forget Marcelo got an early one. Marcelo got an early one. Yeah, that's unbelievable. And I think towards the end, Rolex was unhappy that some of them were ending up in secondary and took a more active role in choosing which ADs and which customers were going to get it. And that if it's really under 500, these are very, very special watches. Yeah.
I still get a kick out of knowing, and I'm not saying thinking, but actively knowing that the executives in Rolex found out who Marcelo was. They probably talked about
That's
him.
no,
and
you. I
watched-
think
watched
no,
the
but
videos and
Marcel.
were like, we have.
No,
to
you
rethink
think, but you
things.
think that Marcel. I think Marcel was part of the early process where they just gave one per AD. They probably gave one to that AD in Tokyo, and they didn't bother to get into the details of who that AD selected.
Right. And that's when
I-
Rolex executives are like, we have to screen people.
after they saw Marcelo unbox it, they're like, "Holy shit, we need to be more careful about who gets the Le Mans." No, I don't. Listen. The kudos to him. The fact that the fact that we have 3 people in our community that have the Le Mans is absolutely incredible. You know.
So there was a
Father
guy
Artifact
in
says it's about finding the right client, not the right location. Okay, so the ADs submitted their names towards the end. I'm sure they submitted names of people, and they reviewed the client names, and it was about the client's biography and the client's profile that made the decision, not necessarily which AD or which location.
So check this out. My one of my sales associates had a client, or has a client, that was the only American to drive in Le Mans, and he didn't even get a sniff at the watch, and she was super frustrated about it because when it was introduced, he was like, "Hey, like, I'm going to be racing. I'm going to be the only American racing or some shit." What she told me, and she said the executives at this is Mayors. She said the executives wouldn't even consider him. They're like, no.
Dude, they had that. Hodinky did that interview with the guy who drove in Le Mans, the race car driver, and he didn't even have one. They gave him a Pepsi. They gave him his last thing, a Pepsi.
The guy that won.
He won a long time ago.
Gotcha.
And he's a major race car driver. A lot of people in that world know who he is. I forgot his name, but he's been given multiple Rolexes by Rolex, and they didn't even give him one. And he won the fucking thing.
Fuck. That's the only reason he entered the race.
I can't. Someone, The Artifact says, I think you're right. I think the strategy around allocation changed after the first couple of months. It'd be interesting to know what the series of questions is like that they got asked. Like, let me ask you a question. How long have you been collecting watches? What is your favorite watch? And have you ever sold any watches? Can we, we'd like to see your collection. It's like,
Are you a fuckboy or a douche?
Because the Ben Climate, do you own Belgian loafers?
They're like, does the phrase "fuck me, dad" mean anything to you? Yeah. Okay. Sure. What?
Yeah, there's so many celebrities and sports figures that probably wanted this thing, and I think after that first round, they figured, listen, let's make sure that they go to the right people. Maybe if we're only making a few hundred of these, we're fucking up. Not that we're fucking giving it to Roger Federer. He's going to get one. Mark Wahlberg's going to get one. Yeah, I think in retrospect, they fucked up giving it to Ben Clymer. That fucking guy doesn't deserve a Le Mans, right? Fuck him.
I would disagree. I mean, the guy basically created an entire following of people entering the watch world.
He doesn't deserve one because I don't think he's doing anything for the brand as a thank you for getting that watch.
Well, let me raise
Waco got one also.
Really?
You forgot Waco. Yeah, Waco got one.
Neither of those guys should have one.
OC, what are your thoughts on Trevor Noah, a self-admitted communist, getting a Rainbow Daytona in New York City? What the fuck has he done?
my essay looks after Trevor Noah, so I can't say anything negative. Trevor Noah is a great guy, and
Sure.
he's an amazing
Big time
client.
watch collector, right? For
Yes,
a long time. Huge Rolex
he is
collection for like the past
huge
2
collector.
years.
Shout
Yeah.
out to my SA. Shout out to
Yeah, Trevor
Shout out
Noah's
to-
really been known in the watch industry as like a powerhouse of just knowledge and
shout out to Bucherer. He's a client of Bucherer, so I have to say
I'm
he's
just saying
positive
like
stuff.
sometimes it doesn't matter who you are or if you deserve it. Like there's going to be people like that skip the line. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck Trevor Noah.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay, you can say that. The views and opinions expressed by Buckley are the official views of Hot Take Wednesday and not the views of other panelists, Original OC, or the Original OC channel. Thank you.
Dude, Kirk Cousins sent my AD a handwritten note. I'm fucked. He's like, hello. I just moved here to be the star quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. I heard you sell Pateks.
Looking forward to introducing myself and forging a partnership with you and a mutually beneficial relationship.
How gross is that? A man that has everything moves to a city and he steals the leads. The first thing he does when he moves here is send the AD a fucking letter.
I don't know. It seems. I mean, why? I mean, the guy's a
Super
fucking elite athlete. Yeah, he's an elite athlete. You know, that's what comes with it, man. It's fucking gladiator.
Buckley, read this comment, please.
What the fuck has Mr. Wonderful done to get the Tudor Chrono pink? I don't know. Who cares?
Watch, right?
Who cares about the Tudor Chrono pink? No, I'm just kidding. Who gives a fuck? No. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? He spends a lot of money. Like what? You think that this shit adds up at the end of the day? It doesn't. Like Diego said, Trevor Noah got a rainbow. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, he's anti-American.
Okay, thank you. I think they figured that if a lot of
we're on your
people,
show, by the way, I'm sorry.
There's no memberships here, so I can't make it members only. So we're fucked. Mr. Tudor Chew says, "What is Mr. Wonderful done?" I think Tudor probably figured, Mr. Wonderful is a lot of people watch his videos, not just watch people, but also collectors. I mean, investor types, and they figured that when they see him wearing that brand, they'll go, "Oh, Tudor, that's interesting. I should start to look at them." If they're not on the radar. So it's very much an awareness building campaign that makes a lot of sense. Even if the guy doesn't deserve it, he is influential in the sense that a lot of people from different verticals and different industries pay attention to who he is and what he's doing. And so there are a lot of people who will be introduced to Tudor as a brand as a result of his getting the watch. And so that's why he has it.
Can I ask a couple questions about that Tudor Chrono? First question, just yes or no. I assume it's going up way above retail, right?
20,000. One sold for 20,000.
Okay. Yeah. Second question. I'm assuming it's limited by how many numbers, if we know? Is it 25 or something?
No, it's one per Tudor boutique.
Okay. Do you guys think maybe that's why people are crazy about it? Because let's be honest, it's a Tudor Chrono.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm that.
Yeah,
I don't see anything special about it.
Well, it's pink and it's limited, very limited.
All right.
Why does anybody want a titanium Yachtmaster? Same reason.
Yeah.
Well,
some people may like the watch.
Yeah, where were they all these years buying the other ones that, were in better metals and more luxury work? Where were they, OC? I'd love to know.
Yep. I mean, well, it's titanium, so it's a new metal, and yes, it's more exclusive.
They're like, finally, they made a fucking pink sports watch for men. Jesus Christ, what took so long? Really? we respect the hustle. If it goes over retail and you're excited about that, that's fine.
Yeah, we're being silent because we're multitasking. It's no big deal. Relax. We're still here, but we're hosting a show and actually doing work. So that's what we do here on these channels.
Buckley, that's a watch that if I got offered it, I would flip it. I'd probably flip it in
Titanium?
No, the Tudor Chrono.
Oh yeah.
I'd flip it in the AD, and then I'd look at the SA, and I'd go, "Let's go have a really, really good dinner tonight." She's like, "All right."
Speaking of dinner, by the way, I want to share personal news that I weighed in at 168.9 pounds this morning, which is like an all-time low. It's literally, I haven't been this light since I was a teenager. When I got my driver's license at 16, I weighed 165 pounds. So this is the lightest I've weighed in easily 30 years. So I'm totally psyched for London. I do have a little bit of a belly, but that's because I don't work out. I don't do push-ups and I don't like have abs or anything. But that's, I am in my 50s. But I'm very, very pleased. I'm very thankful for everybody who kind of supported me along the way. People who kept the desserts. Yes, the Ozempic is working well. I can't formally endorse the brand as there's regulatory issues there, but I'm not an official spokesperson. But thank you for that. I have to say it's been tough only eating 3 desserts when we go to these meetup dinners. It is tough not having McDonald's. I haven't had a McDonald's breakfast sandwich in 4 months. I'm ready. I'm going to go fucking hog wild one of these days. But I want to thank everybody for the support. And I'm ready for London. And Apes is in the chat. APIZ. He says, OC will be great to see you in London. I will see you there, Apes. Walk up to me and please introduce yourself as Apes. And let's take a picture. And we can put it on social media. Or not. I mean, if you don't want to be a known entity. Father Artifacts. Just real quick, I want to say, well done, OC. You are motivating me to get stronger. Listen, Father Artifact doesn't need any motivation to get stronger. The guy is huge. The guy is the guy is very has a very big physique. I should be following his regimen.
He should run for Prime Minister of Canada.
He should 100% run for Prime Minister of whatever country, Canada, I think they call it. Yep. Which is part of the United States. Really.
So Buckley, would you still entertain getting a Royal Oak?
Of course he is. But I can answer for him. Oh, he's gone. He dropped off. Buckley accidentally dropped off. He'll jump back on. But listen, of course, he said before you jumped on, he absolutely will own a Royal Oak one day. And of course, he's going to get it at retail. He's not going to bother buying it secondary. So.
Yeah. They're okay.
They're okay. This is a good looking watch, though. A good looking watch.
The Le Mans.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
tough to beat.
Tough to beat this. The Sunray. I mean, the only way they could beat it is if they replace the Sunray black dial with a black enamel dial. Like, I think that would be cool. Make it look like liquid black. If they did,
so in person, it's very black. I remember in the promotional videos, the sunburst pattern was very prominent. In person, I didn't really see it that well. Like it didn't. It wasn't. That was my concern. The sunburst pattern. And I was like, wow, this is really standing out a lot. Like, I don't know if this is good or not. But when I saw it in person, you don't even notice it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
kind of like this photo. I can't even really see it.
Right, you can't see it. It looks just like a wet black dial. Doesn't look Sunray at all.
Yep.
We got Gorilla George in the chat. He says the Royal Oak is hot. Royal Oak is hot. Yes, it is. The sunburst is very subtle in person, very subdued. Thank you, dear Artifact. We got Armagoo in the chat. Congrats, OC, on breaking 170. Stay away from the Mickey D's if you want to stay there. I'll try, but I'm going to, I'm definitely going to splurge one of these days. Guys, I'm going to say, listen, the show's been an hour and a half show. I don't really want to go too much longer, so I'll do this. I'll drop the link to the chat. I'll do the 5-minute warning. Nobody jumps on the panel. I will punish the audience by ending the show. That's right. It's a threat. It is a threat. But there
says a lot about me. But all right.
No, I mean, I'm glad having you on the panel, but
Mhm.
I can hear you clicking. You're definitely multitasking. You're dragging cells.
I'm waiting for you to stop talking to the chat so I can have a conversation.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool. All right, chat's over. Boom, done.
Boom.
No more talking to the chat. Hello, Diego.
I gotta take a call. I'll be right back. Just joking. No,
That's
what was it?
funny.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say now.
Was it about the Le Mans or the Royal Oak?
Oh shit, I don't remember. I zoned out.
Okay.
Yeah, what watch are you bringing to London?
I'm bringing the date. So I know that it's extremely safe to be walking around London at all hours of the night alone in all the different neighborhoods wearing a very expensive watch. So I thought, hey, what watch is easiest to take off the wrist? You know, that doesn't have a flip lock. That is basically, I wear loose, and if just like one tiny flick of the hidden clasp and it slides completely off my wrist and into the hands of a suspecting crook. And that watch is the date.
Yeah,
so I'm
you're
wearing
also
that.
considering bang per buck for the insurance payout, right?
That's right. The I don't want to say anything on the live stream, as it may be used against me in the insurance investigation. But
it's a windfall.
Yeah.
Someone robs you, like, oh no, please
darn!
stop.
Let's see, what's market price?
No.
Market price is 75,000. Pay up.
You got it
Hodinky?
insured at market price? Nah.
Hey, look at this. Someone is gonna jump on
Someone
and
without
help us
keys.
save the stream. You have keys, don't you? Have keys, Gorilla? Click on it.
Oh, he's on a computer.
Add the show. Add to
No,
the
he
show.
doesn't
You
have
can.
keys. He doesn't have keys.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Because he doesn't.
Can't be trusted.
Like shit and use me and abuse me. I don't have keys.
You don't have keys? Well, sorry about that. Well, welcome to the show, Gorilla Time, live from. Are you in Dubai?
Yep. Hot
Live from
Dubai.
Hot Dubai. Hot Take Wednesday. Hot Dubai. Hot Gorilla Time. What's up?
Not a lot. Just having just had a late dinner, chilling out, and just wanted to say AP is king, and that's it. AP. Get your APs.
I have one AP, but Diego does not have an AP, correct?
Yeah, no, I
Not yet.
Dipped my toe into that world. It was going on. I got offered 2 pieces during my time, but nothing that I wanted. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't think they're the worst thing, but I don't get. There was also a time where I was looking for. I want to say they're either 36 or 34. I think the reference is the 1450 ST or 14950 or something like that.
They're 36.5, Diego.
Yeah, there was a 2-month period where I was looking at those pretty intently, waiting to see one that matched my criteria, but it never happened, and it kind of moved on. But I do love them. I think they're great.
Yeah.
14970. I think that was the reference.
Steel and gold or steel?
Steel, just steel.
Yeah, they made them. I think the 34 was a quartz model.
Yeah, I can't remember everything about it.
Look, those pieces are nice if you get the 1995 and above, because they got the new clasp, the newer class, similar to Brian's. But the one before that have got a really old clasp, so it's better to go for 95 and above. I just think, I said this many times, AP for me is it's style, it's just pioneering, and there's so many nice bracelets out there, but they've killed it with the bracelet as well. Absolutely killed it. I mean, so you own one. It's like a disco ball.
Yep. It's very,
and
very
it fits
attractive.
Oh,
It does fit
like
well.
I said, it's a feat of engineering in reality.
It is.
I've never.
There are elements of it. There are elements of it that aren't the best. It doesn't have micro adjust. The dual butterfly clasp. You have to remember that one side goes first, the next side goes next. Which
Exactly.
is,
or you can scratch it.
Or you scratch it, and also that little tiny thing with the AP on it. When you touch it, it kind of pivots a little bit. Like it's a little bit loose. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
George. Like you touch it and it's like, okay, it's not solidly put on there. It's like it wiggles.
But
which
you know
makes
what?
You feel like, go ahead.
On the ceramic, it's also looser than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the ceramic, even though they got the right intelligence on how they make everything right. I was having this conversation with someone else. I can't reveal his name. He's one of our guys, but it is a little bit looser, the whole thing, and obviously the ceramic one's just a little bit looser, and it fits. I feel the ceramic fits better, but the steel, the gold, the precious metals are a lot tighter, and it fits a lot more sturdier. But
do you think that has something to do with the slipperiness of the material? That the black ceramic has the finish of the black ceramic makes it slipperier on the wrist, so therefore you psychologically feel like there's more play there, more movement.
No, because I've taken it off my wrist and I've played with it, and it is looser. It is looser, but they're both brilliant. I'm just a big fan of AP. I got vintage AP. For me, they're the modern day killers. Even though Patek is king, and it's a different. I think Patek it sits differently in my mind. But for me, in terms of going out, if I'm going to go out to a bar and I'm going to be then going to dinner, I feel more comfortable wearing an AP. There you go. I said it. More comfortable. I don't know how you feel, sir, but that's how I feel.
It's comfortable. There are times when I wear it when it was super hot out that it feels like it's sticking a little bit. So, but I tend to wear my watches just a tad bit loose, not like a full bracelet, dangling down. But sometimes the watches I wear, I like them a little bit looser. Sometimes so they slide actually down below the bone when I'm watching it. I know that's a lot of people.
So here's the thing. I prefer a slightly loose fit as well. I don't mind when the watch slides down my wrist, but what I do mind significantly is when I'm at my desk like I am right now and it slides up my wrist. You know how there's like that natural,
and it's
above the bone.
It's halfway up your arm at that point, right?
Yeah, just above the bone is where a watch naturally should sit. Anything above that, you look at your wrist and you're like, fuck. And some people don't have that problem because they have a different build, but mine is my wingspan's pretty consistent.
Ooh, arrest that man. Arrest him.
For a couple inches up my arm. Sorry.
I don't mind how you wear it.
I remember what I was going to say, OC. There's an unboxing tonight on the Colony at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know if you had mentioned that.
I did not mention that. Let me pull it up real quick. Hold on a second. Boss, by the way, welcome to Boston Collector.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon. See, as soon as you say AP, we spring up.
AP?
Like a genie in a bowl.
Dude, nobody likes AP. Nobody wants AP.
It's shit. AP shit. Don't buy it. Don't buy AP.
Yeah, you guys should stop buying AP.
Tonight on the Watch Colony channel, yet another unboxing. The Canada crew comes correct. What does that mean? Comes correct.
I don't know.
It's one of these young and people terms, as Brian would say.
It means they don't fake. They bring the facts. They come real.
That's a real expression.
Yes, come correct.
I don't know.
Come correct. Yes. Yet another unboxing. Canada crew comes correct. They misspelled crew. Crew is CRU with the umlauts and then E.
I don't know if I want to live on this.
Not in Canada. Anymore. Not in Canadian.
Please fix that.
Canadian spot.
Lightning
Colorado.
strikes twice. The show is scheduled for 7 p.m. world time. 7 p.m. world time, which also equals 7 p.m. American time, which also equals 7 p.m. Eastern time. So all of those things are true. 7 p.m. world time, 7 p.m. Full American time, which includes Canada, and 7 p.m. Eastern time.
You know what? You know what I just realized? Every time only watch, if set to Eastern Standard Time, is a world time watch.
That's because it is the world time.
Yeah.
OC, read out SE's comment. His last comment, please.
SE says you won't have that problem anymore, Diego, once you start hitting those weights properly, like Buckley told you to.
Yeah, trust me, I'm exerting a lot of force, and I think just genetically, Buckley even mentioned it. He says some people naturally their forearm muscles stop at a certain point. His stops at his thumb. Mine stops. Let's see, 3 inches before my hand. So. Can't do
Mr.
anything about
Ghost
it.
says, and maybe I think this is advice that with which maybe Gorilla would agree. OC needs to change his Royal Oak. I currently have the 41 millimeter Royal Oak 15510 to 39 millimeter or smaller. Will be so much more comfortable to wear. The heavy liner, the heavy something the watch is, the more uncomfortable without an extension link. The heavier linked the watch, maybe? I don't know.
I think the 39 is the perfect Royal Oak by far.
I think it's perfect because it's also thinner, and it's also that special case design, that's the case construction where it's a front loading, where it doesn't have the case back. Correct?
Yep, 15202 all day long.
Call me crazy, but I would like to see a 37 mil jumbo. I still think the
37 mil
There is
mini.
There is a 37 jumbo, essentially.
Is it white?
Yeah.
Is it like a special metal though, or
No, there's a 37 steel ultra thin tourbillon with the purple dial. That's like a jumbo. It's like
It's basically my one, but
thick.
But light, it's pretty slimmer,
thin.
right?
Yeah, it's slim. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd like to see it in steel because I think it's
steel.
Opinion,
I think it's steel.
Well, no tourbillon and no purple dial, but a base model because I still think the jumbo is too big for most people.
It's not. I think it's just the right size. The only thing is, Diego, it plays a little bit off the wrist, meaning that if you look at it at a specific angle and it's not sat on the wrist straight, it looks too big. But the 30, I've tried a 37, 39, 41, and onwards, and I just come to the cognition that the 39 overall is the winner.
It's the 41, that's for sure. Ooh.
Yeah, so I think with all of these Royal Oak sizing conversations, there's so many variables. It's like your wrist size, what situations you're wearing it. Are you wearing it with a dress shirt? Are you wearing it with a t-shirt? Are you wearing it,
What do you mean by
that plays as well?
What do you mean by wrist
I agree.
size? Which dimension?
Like your wristband, maybe? Like if your
What's
wristband is too short, then you can't really handle a 41. No, I'm just joking.
So you could theoretically, though, in all sincerity, you could have a 7.5-inch wrist, and a 41 is not the right watch for you.
Yes, because it's the way the lugs taper. Mm-hmm. So like I have a pretty good wristband of like 55, which is pretty good for like 6.5-inch wrist. No, it's like it's on the higher side. So I can handle a 40. I can even handle my chrono. It's not a small watch, but it's a sportier look with a large watch. If you think of Panerai and Omega Speedmaster and go down the list of watches, those are big sporty watches, and they're meant to be worn like that. And then or like my overseas or whatever, or offshore, those are bigger watches. So they're meant to be worn like that. If you want to be more delicate, you can go all the way down to the 36 vintage Royal Oaks, like the owl. and that's going to wear a lot better as a dress piece or as like a daily or a work shirt, where you're wearing like a tailored shirt or something with it. That's going to be a different look. So you can kind of, it's personal preference what kind of look you're looking for, and some people would prefer the bigger to flex, or in a more sporty setting, and then the smaller is more like you're wearing a dress shirt for work. You don't want something too big that's going to be uncomfortable with a cuff. So there you go.
What do you guys think, Gerald Genta? How would he feel
Maybe
about
full screen?
41 mil Royal Oaks? You think
Oh wait,
he'd be like,
George is showing us
no,
something.
no, what happened? What happened to my
The
baby?
jumbo, yeah.
That's a 36.5.
That is 36? All right,
Yeah.
that looks huge, buddy.
What is wrong with your wrist? What happened? Are you anorexic?
No, my wrist is fine.
Why are you wearing it so high up? Put it closer to your hand.
That's how I wear it.
Proof of fingers. Let me see your fingers.
Yeah, I don't think
If you have
this is gorilla
fingers.
time. I think he's showing a video. This is not a live. This isn't
Let me
live.
see your
This isn't
fingers.
gorilla.
All right, he's got fingers. First time I've ever seen him.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, he's got a finger, one finger.
Yeah.
It's the wide angle lens that's doing it.
Yeah. So that's
Why
a
are you in the
36.5.
dark? Why are you in the dark?
Hold on.
Yeah, the 39 that Brian got, the 39 Chrono, or the 39 that Mr. Ghost has, is like the middle size, the mid size. So it's still a decent size watch. It's not like dainty, let's say,
Right.
or is not elegant on the wrist. But you still can wear it with a dress shirt. Whereas the 41s, like almost universally, you have to wear the cuff below the entire watch, so you'd have to have shorter cuffs. But some people wear that fine. I mean, they're the way that the case is and the way that the bezel is. It's one of the best uses of steel to make it look luxury. Like, it's one of the best light play off of a watch, and that's what makes it special. Is that he designed it in such a way that it enhances the steel more so than almost any other shape.
Cool.
What an asshole.
Yeah, you opened up.
It's
the
not that
comments.
far up.
That's funny.
You know what? Well, like I said, once AP House opens, I'll introduce myself because I really do like the 38 Blue Chrono, but I really don't have any options right now for them. So we'll see. I think they're beautiful.
And they're always coming out with new watches. There'll always be other options, but there's a lot of vintage, there's a lot of modern, and you can find, the good thing is there are Royal Oaks in all different sizes. If you're open to, especially if you're open to neo vintage and modern. And
would you say, Boston, that there's like when you think, if any of our viewers are saying, you know what, I want to buy a vintage Royal Oak, who is the go-to gray market dealer for that?
a vintage Royal Oak. Like neo vintage or vintage? Like the originals, or are you talking like owls, or are you talking?
I'm talking like
Mr. Ghosts,
like the one that Gorilla just had right there, just like a standard two-tone or steel 36.5 Royal Oak. Nothing special, nothing.
Who's the
nothing
go-to for
holy
that?
grail, but
It's tricky. I've seen. I mean, obviously, Win Vintage would be one option, but he doesn't usually have a lot of those. I think that Tropical Watch usually gets some. I don't know if they're.
Yeah.
I've seen them on like
you know,
I feel like it's an
bunch of different
untapped
sites, but it's-
segment of the gray market dealers, you know?
yeah, it's like hit or miss, and there's no one that has like 10 of them
Mhm.
that I've seen. So it might be that they come in and they go, or it's just hard to kind of wrangle a lot of them at once. But I'm sure that there's just so many dealers out there that I don't even know about, but yeah.
I think this would be, Diego, this would be a great piece to get started for you.
The one on the screen?
This one, bro, the one that I showed you.
Oh, no, I'm not into the two-tone Royal Oaks.
Yeah, but this two-tone looks amazing. Trust me.
I'm good.
You don't like the two-tone?
No, I'd rather.
I think the owl would look good. I think
The owl would look good on him. Do you know what an owl is?
I do.
did,
It's
yeah.
a little bit too much though. Like I want a simple watch.
Okay.
Well, there's two. There's the owl, and then there's the day-date moon phase, which has the additional moon phase. The owl is just the two registers, the day and the date.
Yeah, I never liked the two registers.
Okay.
But no, I mean,
You can go with the straight. I think they had, there's 39s, definitely. I mean, what about Brian's?
so I don't like that generation of the Chronos. I don't like the dials.
Okay.
I think they're a little, when I see those dials, they're not timeless. They remind me of overseas of the, or not overseas, I'm sorry. They remind me of offshores of the past that are now selling for like 12 grand, you know, like that generation. And his generation of the chronograph to me is in the same category. Just doesn't do it for me.
Mhm.
But like a
There's an interesting
790
brown one with orange hands that Marco has on Grand Caliber.
Yeah,
It's like a chocolate brown with the steel case. It's
I think
interesting.
I saw that.
Have you seen that? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the gold ones are a little nicer at the 36 size because they wear a little, like they're a good size, but they visually wear larger too.
Mhm.
I don't know. There's Royal Oaks for everyone, and I think that you get used to whatever watch you wear. I think we nitpick size a little too much, but there's just so many choices out there that you have to be picky, and they're expensive, so it's
You know
good
which
to be
ones I
picky. But
really enjoy, and it might be a one-off, but the tantalums, those are
Yeah.
really sick.
there's a 36 tantalum two-tone, I think. I think it's the QE2
Pretty rare watch though,
version.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're
Are
like
you referring-
80 grand or something.
Were
I
you
think it's
referring-
platinum and tantalum or something. Or
Were you referring to this one originally, Boston?
Yeah,
Or-
that's the one I was saying because it's the chocolate with the steel combo that I know you like on the day-date.
It's cool, but that triangular 12 o'clock,
Yeah.
I think that
You don't like
one
the
thing
triangle.
destroys that watch. It makes it look very, I don't know, not good. The 38s don't have that triangle 12, right?
I don't think any of the modern ones have it, but on the old ones, I'm not sure. By the way, I want to answer. Let's see.
And I'll also add real quick,
Feel free.
they're still amazing watches, but I'm looking at it from the perspective of if I'm going to buy that watch and it's tens of thousands, that's tens of thousands that could go towards something I like more, right? If I had, like unlimited money, sure, I'd dive into some of that stuff, but I don't.
Yeah. I want to pull up Otto's comment. Otto says, where wear the Great White, which is the white dial Seamaster, Omega Seamaster diver. Do not wear the Platinum Day Date at 169 pounds. Very easy to get mugged. You know what? I'm wearing the Day Date, and I'm sticking to it. So there you go. Rolex all the way. But thank you, Otto. I'll have good security, and I'll be situationally aware.
Yeah, it's a tough position because on one side of the coin, it's, who are you to tell me how to live my life, to the criminals, and this is my one life and I'm going to wear what I enjoy. And then on the other side of the coin, there is that inclination of like, I might get robbed and things might go bad.
Yeah, it's possibility.
Sucks.
Possibility. The first Royal Oak ever was allocated to Iran's former king in 1972, and it was a white gold Royal Oak jumbo. That's a little fun fact, according to Mr. Ghost. I'm not verifying it. I can't vouch for it, but we'll take him at his word. Sure.
How are you handling unboxing withdrawals, Boston?
He's on mute. I think he's still getting watches and just not unboxing them. So he's still very, very busy, and he's getting lots of stuff and moving stuff around, but not telling anybody. So
do you guys think we'll see any more, what's it called, Le Mans being allocated, or do you think that's it?
I have no idea, but I'm going to say it's been a year since they introduced it. I think it's over. It's no longer the 100th anniversary, which is weird though. But if the yellow gold one is true, then why are they extending production of the watch past the 100th anniversary? Isn't it now closer to the 101st anniversary of Le Mans?
Does the yellow gold one have the red 100?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know, man. That's weird.
I mean, but they could. I don't know. They could continue making a watch that celebrates the 100th anniversary for several years if they want. I mean, who's? They don't. There's no rules.
Yeah, it's like AP with the 50th anniversaries, right?
Yeah, doesn't. There's no time limit.
On what?
Guys, there's
No time limit on
57
what?
people watching this garbage. 57 people. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the upvote button. I want to see 50 upvotes, and I want to thank Gorilla George for upvoting. But let's get to 50. I'll leave in peace if we get 50 likes.
Not just upvoting, but subscribe, please.
Yeah, everybody subscribe. Everybody is subscribed. You can't even comment in the chat unless you're subscribed. So that's a cool thing. But if everybody watching should be subscribed as well. Looking through the analytics, I see that a lot of people come to this channel from the shorts, believe it or not. My shorts actually, from a number of viewers perspective, actually dwarfs the people who look at my actual watch live streams. Like the shorts go out there and people see the shorts, and YouTube and Instagram do a good job promoting the shorts. Yeah. But those people don't drive subscribers. It's really you guys, the people who are in the actual watch community, who watch these live streams, that are important in terms of driving subscribers. And I'm trying to get to 50 subs. If we can get to 50 subscribers, that'd be great, guys. Please help. 3HR, I don't know who you are, but upvoted. See you Saturday. Okay, I'm scared.
You'll have this random guy. Let's see. Are you OC? I'm 3HR. I'll meet you in the toilet.
But at least he identified himself prior to the event. Imagine if he walks and goes, I'm 3HR. And I'm like, what? Who the fuck are you? He's like, well, I'm a watcher.
That happened at watch time a lot.
To you?
Yeah,
people said, hey,
walked up like, hey, I watch you. I'm like,
Yeah,
No, you don't, buddy.
guys.
Interesting.
If you walk up to me and introduce yourself, please walk up to me and say, "Hey, how you doing, OC?" Please introduce yourself first. Please say hey, I watch you
I'm a
on.
viewer. Yeah,
I'm a viewer on. I watch you on YouTube, or I know you from Instagram, and
not a
my name
creeper.
is this. Please don't just walk up and say, "Hey, OC, I know you." That'll be really scary. Because
They'll be
I
like OC. OC, the English are a little bit bizarre. They'll be OC. After a couple of more drinks, I could really fancy you.
Dude,
And
I was
that's-
at a Tudor event at my MID had. And some guy walked up and he just goes, "You're Diego." And I was like, "Ah, shit."
Busted.
I was like, "Yep." You watch Archie? He's like, "Yep." I was like, "All right,
There you go.
cool."
Oh man. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I had a phone call there. Sorry.
That's okay.
StreamYard nukes
Yeah.
me, and then you have to refresh the whole page.
How,
on the phone.
how dare people try to call you when your priorities are live streaming?
Seriously. Well, it's kind of an important call. It was okay.
Okay.
So, what are you most excited for about going to London? Besides the people, you gonna do any
Besides all the great-
sightseeing?
No, we're not going to be doing any sightseeing. I'm just going to be there, hanging out with the people, visiting as many people as possible. And I'm not going to all the names that that I've mentioned before. All the people, many of whom I've met before, but a lot of people I haven't met. People that you see on the streams and in the panels and in the audience. So that's what it's all about. And it's gonna be quick in and out. I'm gonna be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is actually 4 days, which isn't bad.
That's a long time, OC. It's not short. That's a long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet a lot of people, eat a lot of desserts, and
You gonna Gonzo
Somewhat-
stream?
I am not going to be Gonzo streaming. Someone in the chat asked me to pull up a watch, and so I'm going to do that. This person is in the community and is in the chat anonymously, and they said, "Could you please pull this up and get the panels and the audience's opinion on this?" It's a 1967 Milgauss, reference 1019. It's a silver dial. I'm not sure what this Higgs boson or Higgs boson reference means. But I haven't really seen this watch before, and I wanted to get everybody's opinion on it. What do you think?
They just make up names for things. So that's what that is. Yeah.
In order to make it sound like collectible.
I'm on my phone, so I can't comment on the condition, but I will say that I'm a big fan of these watches. They're really cool.
Mhm.
Really cool era of Rolex.
This is an old Milgauss from 1967. Let's see if I can pull up some additional photos here. We've got the We've got the clasp.
Oh, it's got a rivet bracelet. Nice.
Yeah, rivet bracelet.
Wow.
This looks like the threads here are a little bit messed up on the case back. They strip the threads at some
You know
point.
what though? It's a good thing that they're still stripped because that tells you they didn't laser weld this thing. That's one of the first things they would have done, or put a new case back on it. So that's good.
Mike's doing okay. So I can't really see.
You're on mute yourself, Boston, if you're on a call. Yeah, here's a picture with the
No, I'm not
case
on the
back
call.
on.
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, cool. No problem. Yeah, I'll take 12 macaroons, and I'll take another 12 chocolate croissants. Wow, this definitely looks polished, though. These lugs look
Polished.
but nice.
Yeah,
but
the silver dial is the least desired. Not as in demand as the others.
I like it though. It looks like a linen dial. It looks because it has vertical brushing.
Yep.
On the dial.
Yep.
So but it's small.
Yep. It is
Thank you for
small.
that.
It's a small watch.
Hey guys, it's Diego. How's it going?
Good.
What are you talking about? I don't sound like that.
I'm
Where's
very
the Rolex impression of him doing a Diego impression?
Who is this? Who is this? Show us yourself.
How many chickens have you lost already?
Hello? Who's who?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Yeah. How many?
Just a guy.
Yeah. How many chickens are left?
9 chickens. We got a whole house of
Okay.
chicks.
Fun fact about
House is
chickens.
full of chicks.
Fun fact about chickens. When you order chicks, in America, can you confirm this for me? When you order chicks, you don't know what sex they are. So you could get the ones
Correct.
that don't lay eggs, and you don't know. You could get all duds. You could get all like
Correct.
male chicks.
I could be
and
going
then
through this whole process again.
Then you have to get rid of them, and there's no good way to get rid
Yep.
of them.
Yeah.
So
By the way,
I'll
I
probably
heard
just
this-
let them go in the woods and see what happens.
I heard the same is true
Eat
in
the
Bangkok.
fox.
That when you meet chicks there, you don't know what sex they are. True.
You know, see, maybe you could get a job.
Allegedly, OC.
They have
That's
chicken
very- that's
sexers
very
on the
true.
egg farms. You could sex chicks in Thailand, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
This is great because having America and Boston and Diego on the stream, I don't have to pull up any comments. I'm no longer a producer. I have a team of producers running the show. So I'm just gonna sit back and let you guys talk. This is great.
It's kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
God.
freeing.
I'm so
Hey,
sick. I'm
if-
so sick of. I was a producer for 2.5 years. Enough is enough.
If you
Yeah.
win an Emmy, technically we win an Emmy, right?
That's right. That's
Nice.
right. You get to
All
walk
right,
up on stage with us. You
Let me
know,
produce.
everybody.
There we go. That's me produce. Nice.
You can move the
When,
cameras around. You can do whatever you want. Yeah.
When you're walking the stage, you'll see I'll be like Kramer and run up on stage and get my own Tony Award.
But guys, I want to remind you. I do want to remind you that coming up tonight, 7 p.m. World Time,
Ungodly time.
which is also 7 p.m. American time, which is also 7 p.m. Eastern time. Yet another unboxing Canada crew comes correct. Lightning strikes twice? ? On the Watch Colony channel. I'm going to drop the link right now to that show. Make sure you hit the notifications and make sure you join that show.
Canada
guys
crew is completely out of control. They could dethrone Boston crew. It's starting to get out of hand.
Can you imagine if your artifacts like, so they saw how excited I was for my father, and they really saw the bond between us, and so they decided to allocate me
The
a
gold.
Milan as
Le
well.
Mans. The gold Le Mans. Imagine that.
The yellow
Imagine if you
gold
got
one, the
both of
new
them.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Oh,
That'd be amazing. I'd love it.
that'd be amazing. Which one would
You
you
know,
think?
People are out there getting Le Mans, and I'm just sitting back waiting for my
Mm-hmm.
call from Rolex that never comes.
For the deep sea. For the deep sea, right?
I want that so bad. OC, it's a problem. If I go into an AD and they offer that to me, I'll be leaving the store with it. It's not good. It's a problem.
My
They want
SA
me to-
said she doesn't know
Oh.
who the hell she's going to sell it to, so you need to make a trip down here.
You talking about the gold one, America?
Yeah, the new one.
The new gold deep sea that weighs 300 and
The Invicta.
grams.
Oh,
Hey, no, it's the Papa Smurf.
so good.
America, if you want one of those, just let me know.
Yeah. Put it under your account.
Listen,
I see on Instagram Mark Wahlberg just got one.
Oh, really?
Can I just say one thing? And I won't talk about AP again. Okay? Well, on the stream anyway. I just want to say we are so jaded talking about watches all the time and looking at watches all the time that we forget in the wild, if you see an AP Royal Oak, you're like, dang, look at that thing, right? Like if you actually see one in the wild, you're like, wow. Like I was at a Boston meetup today. It was a great turnout, and we saw a couple of Rolexes. We saw full gold, Submariner, Bluesy. We saw, a couple other things, and we're just like, it's cool to see watches in the wild, and you kind of forget until you see it on someone's wrist, and you're like, wow, that looks great. Just looking them online, they're just not the same. So I know that we like to pick things apart, but like when it comes down to it, like the Royal Oak is an amazing watch, incredible watch, and it's worth every penny. And I think that we should appreciate it. And I think everybody does appreciate it. It's fun to nitpick things,
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Oh,
Right.
I didn't know we had like a million JBJBs on here. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it is what it is.
Diego, Buckley,
Hey,
I just want a quick check on how high your cuff has gotten on your chinos, on your pleated high-waisted chinos. Has it gone to 4 inches yet above your loafers? I mean, the soy, the douchery, that's a new word, douchery, that's coming out of your mouths today about the Royal Oak and all this stuff.
I think Boston got stung by a bee or something. He's not himself right now.
It's another level.
What are those stupid things that
are
hold
gonna
your
be hanging
socks
out
up? What are those called?
With Ben Clymer.
What are those things?
Oh.
What are they
Sock
Braces.
called?
holders.
Yeah, what the fuck? There's a word for them. They're not garter. Are they garters?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, they're braces, bro.
Boston,
Yeah.
you should know by now that every time I talk on a panel, it's to trigger multiple people. And anytime they bring up AP, I know exactly what I'm doing because I know I'm going to get you. I know I'm going to get you. I'm going to get Gorilla. I'm going to get Double Crown. All three of which were here or are here. Just like
a fucking genie. It's like a genie bottle.
I'm going to wait for America to hop off, and then I'm going to do nothing besides destroy this abomination Invicta on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
But you only do it when they're off. That way you can get them on.
Ooh, look at that.
It's not going to be anytime soon, Buckley. We got about an hour. Dig in.
Oh.
Dude, why? I actually smoked a cigar earlier, too. What's wrong with us? It's fucking Wednesday afternoon. What are we doing?
That's fucking, it's called living life, man. It's called summer,
Enjoy.
baby.
Enjoy.
No, it's called watch blue balls from the AD. That's
Dude,
what some people are suffering from right now.
I hit the indica a couple of nights this week.
My
also.
balls fell off. It's been that long.
Forget what it's like.
Yeah. I forgot what it was like.
But
I'm
it'll
at the
pass.
point now where
The
I don't
feeling
even
will pass.
feel like just visiting anymore.
I know.
Like what? I'm going to make the drive and just go, hey.
Yeah, douchebaggery. Yeah, douchebaggery.
Hello.
That's the new term, douchebaggery. It'll all be good. You got Diego. You're gonna get a call soon,
Well,
and you're
I
gonna
think
be super happy with it.
from what I've seen, if OC wears a watch and posts a wrist roll, somebody in the community gets a call or picks up a piece. So, OC, you need to go find a 59 or 5726.
Well, unfortunately, the last wrist roll I posted, well, actually, the last two I posted were Tissot PRX and a Blancpain Swatch Scuba 50 Fathoms.
Jeez.
So, someone's picking up a Swatch.
Holy fuck. Watch It's Brian is full on hot take Wednesday. I don't know if I want to produce that comment.
Brian, come on. I don't have members only, man.
Oof.
Jeez.
Oof. Oof.
And no one can time him out because he's got a wrench.
We can.
What do we do? What do we do? What do I do? What do I do?
Full screen me. Full screen me.
Oh, shit, he got banned.
No, that's just what it says in StreamYard.
I was going to say, that's a little bit extreme.
No, he's fine. 5 minutes. He should jump on. He should quit screwing around in the chat and get on the panel.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you could have just removed the comment. You know that, right? You don't have to time out.
Come on, old man, jump on. You know you want to. Come on now, get your pacemaker going in. Come on. He's actually scared of me. He doesn't want to come on the panel because he knows he's going to get cut down. Mr. Florida. Mr. Mickey Mouse.
How about
Hot
them
Take
Celtics,
Wednesday is
huh?
getting kicked up a notch.
Gee. Did your Celtics win, Boston?
They play tonight.
Whoa. Whoa.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
All right. Now we can
I have
continue.
Guys,
too
I'm
many
gonna
phone calls.
love you and leave you. I'm gonna go for my 5th shower of the day. I'll catch you later. Ciao, ciao.
We love you
See
too,
you.
George. We love you too.
Ciao, ciao, Bella.
George.
Make sure you take off the jumbo. Make sure you take off the jumbo. Take it off.
I'll go. Thank you. Stop playing that. Ciao, bye.
We need to create short videos for every single person who jumps on a panel. So like whenever they come on or leave.
Dude, Mathis's thumbnail for Miami Crew is epic.
I have the funniest potential short video, and I'm gonna send it to Mathis, the idea, and you guys are gonna love it.
All right.
So look out for that. That's gonna be coming.
Yeah, by the way, America, I don't have the original OC intro in my channel. It's in the other channel, the Watch Colony channel, in like the
Oh,
branding.
really?
Yeah,
Oh
just,
yeah.
someone needs to
You
drop
have
it
to
in here.
change. It's annoying.
OC, are you really going?
Oh, I see.
Are you really going to London?
Yeah, Buckley.
Why? What are you gonna do there? Let's be honest.
It's actually a good question. I'd like to hear.
Hold on. Is it a bunch of gray market dealers like in a room selling watches to each other, like Miami?
That's no. There's a lot of brands there. On Saturday, there's a bunch. Saturday, there's a bunch of brands. But I'm going to meet a bunch of people. So
Yeah.
I'll have fun there.
He's gonna hang out with his friends, Buckley.
All right.
That's right. All of my good
He's
friends.
got friends. Yeah.
All my
And
good
some friends that you've never met before. That just
new
sit in the
friends.
chat
That's
looking
right.
to see you.
New virtual friends.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an unboxing of a platinum Date 8 from a new member next week on the colony.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be incredible.
He's gonna swipe it off OC's wrist.
Caesar.
He's gonna get the tap on the shoulder.
Imagine if that happened. That would be the craziest thing. If somebody watched the streams, robbed somebody, came on the panel and showed the watch, said, "Ha ha."
Gorilla says, "OC, if you get in any shit, call me. No problem. I'll call you. I'm not going to get in any shit." By the way, someone is going to be upvote number 50. Is it going to be you? Next person to upvote is upvote number 50. Boom, make it happen.
I don't know if Bufaris is going, but if he's there, can you smooth things over?
Bufaris.
I'm going to smooth things over with Bufaris.
I don't know who Bufaris is. Is it a real person, or is this a made-up name?
No, he's real. He's actually a really cool guy.
Is that his actual name, or is that his stage name?
I would imagine it's his real name, just because he's an older gentleman.
Who would say that?
Yeah.
Who would make up Bufaris? It's like somebody with the name Rolex or something.
Yeah.
It has to be his real name.
Shout out to Michael W., who's in Hamburg, Germany. What's up, Michael? Good to have you in the chat. Green Machine's in the chat. What's up, Green Machine? We got Kevin. Got 4 CDs. We've got a bunch of great people, over 50 people watching this garbage. And we have officially hit over 50 likes. You guys are amazing.
I thought you were gonna say we officially hit rock bottom, but
that's also true. That's also
We did that a long time ago.
I had the pleasure of meeting Green Machine. It was awesome to meet up with him, and we had a good time. And Celtics, he brought the Celtics luck last game, so hopefully we win again tonight. Game 3 in Dallas.
I think we need to do a meetup in Germany. I think
Yeah,
if I
at,
spend a
at like we
at
need to,
SE's
we need
house.
to go to the ring. No, we need to
Yeah.
go to the
Oh, I'll just go to
what's
SE's
the race course there.
Nürburgring. We need
Nürburgring.
to
Oh,
we need to do Oktoberfest, and then we need to do like 3 track days at the Nürburgring afterwards. Do like 10 days.
And
That'd be
have
awesome.
Sean bring
10
us.
days.
Oh yeah.
Have Sean bring us to Lederhosen shopping live.
We'll do. Hey, we could do a tour of Glasuta Original's factory
Oh, that
and
sounds
and
terrible.
Nomos.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Who's a VIP at Nomos who can get us in for a week paid vacation
Brett,
and
I
a
bought one.
maison
Shout out to
and a
Brett
maison
Pierce.
tour.
I
Britt,
bought my wife
can
one,
you
so
get
I
us in the
think
Nomos?
we're up there.
Britt, please.
Teddy
Are you gonna meet
Baldassar.
Britt? Is Britt gonna be there?
No, Britt is 8.5 months pregnant and about
She's
to
not
pop.
gonna be at Watch Time.
She's not. Which I
Or
mean,
whatever it is, Watch
Time London. No, she's not going
London.
to be there. Yeah,
You should bring her a gift.
that's. I feel it would be awesome if she showed up.
Yeah.
I really
Maybe
love
you can
her.
meet up for like a coffee or like a decaf coffee. You guys can meet up for it.
That's right. No Americans on the Nordschleife, please. You guys suck in driving. Okay,
That sounds like
we
a
don't-
challenge. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it sounds like a dare.
challenge.
I
I
dare you.
drove all the way to Berlin. Pretty easy.
Yeah, no, we have no one less time. We've got SE. We've got Michael Hamburg, Michael W. We've got Jonathan Higgins, and we got Pooley and a whole bunch of people from the German crew. I think a
nice.
week there would be amazing.
Oh yeah. We could have Cooley and Father Artifact bring their Le Mans and we can race around with them.
I'm just here. I'm just here to say how much I love everybody and how wonderful the watch world is, and to announce that my end game is near. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Does anybody else think if a tobacco plant could talk, it would sound exactly like Brian?
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing, Buckley.
Yeah, if there was like some cartoon to like make kids not smoke.
He could be like the Juan Valdez of pipe smoking. You know.
That would pay better, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Let's not forget Misho. That's right, Misho and Watch Ragazzi. There's a ton of people, ton of great people in Germany. We could have like an epic meetup there.
And yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
They
Are there any,
they do meetups by themselves, and they never invite anybody from the United States. These fuckers, right? They're like every other weekend. They're like, oh, big meetup in wherever. Guys, coordinate something and tell us the dates. Make it 3 or 4 months in advance. Say, hey, we're doing something, October 27th or whatever, for a week, and just give us the dates and we'll fucking be there. We actually do shit. This crew right here on the screen, we actually go places.
I don't know if I could swing Germany for a watch meetup.
I
To
could.
be honest,
I would definitely do it. The people over there are the watch community there is so strong, so powerful. They would get us into Longa. We'd do a whole fucking tour of Longa one day. They get us into Chopard. I'm assuming that there's a Chopard factory there. They're gonna get us into a whole bunch of cool shit.
We could do I'm sure they do track days at the Porsche track as well. That'd be sweet. I've never been.
This crew right here can afford to pay for their own plane tickets without e-bagging.
Hot take Wednesday.
Come on.
I've already
There's
gotten
nothing.
trips
There's
this
nothing
year.
wrong. There's nothing wrong for asking for financial donations
It'll have
for
to
a
be next year.
philanthropic cause. The original OC Foundation for the advancement of horology coming soon.
The advancement of horology and middle-aged ice skating.
Yeah, it's an official 5726 IRS authorized organization.
Somebody's got to pay for the Zamboni.
The password to the account is 8675309.
Brian,
I got it.
Do you?
I got it.
Do you sleep well
Somebody
last night?
explain that to Buckley and Diego, please.
They don't. They were too young.
Yeah.
I know the song.
That's
Some kind of
Jenny's
pop-
number. Don't get it
pop-
twisted.
That's right. 4 CDs, as I see Bosphorus Leather have another sale and are featuring the Christopher Negroni. Yeah, he gets his boxes for fucking free. Negroni. He's a ambassador for Bosphorus Leather. They have a new line called the Atlas or the Atmos or something like that, which is a new 15 watch box, which actually looks kind of nice.
I
But
heard
I
a
think
nasty rumor Negroni sold a lot of his watches.
I think he sold the watch boxes too. Mr. Ghost is in Germany. I'll pick you guys up at Dusseldorf Airport. By the way, James Hess is there. I think James Hess is isn't he there? No, he's in Zurich. He's in Zurich and he's in Stuttgart. Stuttgart. Yeah, James Hess.
Germany would be fun for sure.
Definitely be fun. Guys in Germany, organize it and reach out. You have my info.
Guys, do all the work and just
do all
let
the
me know.
work. Send out the invites.
Yep,
do all
everything.
the work, and let's set up the room block wherever it is. Coordinate and organize all the events, and we'll pay the money to show up.
Okay, but let me tell you, rule number 1 for you Americans going to Germany: do not ask for a light beer. Thank you.
What's the official beer of Germany?
I'll ask for whatever beer I want, Brian.
What's the official beer of Germany? Corona?
No, it's Tecate, actually. Tecate is more of a premium German beer.
Yingling.
Heineken.
Modelo.
Where's Negroni, by the way? How come
Beck's.
Negroni isn't moderating?
Beck's is the official beer of Germany.
Oh, Beck's. That's right. Boris Beck's. He was the famous tennis player who formed a beer company.
Heineken is Dutch.
Augustiner, somebody says in the chat. I trust SE. If SE says Augustiner, I go with Augustiner.
Permission to ban Green Machine for this absolutely absurd opinion. It's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Polish beer? Are you serious? I'm not going to ban him, obviously. That's ridiculous. Get out of here. What are you talking about?
Just time him out.
Just invite him on the panel.
Invite him on the panel. I'll be bored to death.
Name one Polish beer. Name one.
See, the problem is they can't make beer in Poland because the bottles have like 3, 4, 5 holes in them. It just leaks out.
SE says no Beck's, no Heineken. You're way off. You're far off. Okay, whatever the brand he said, the brand that we'd never heard of before. Whatever.
Polliner. This is great. Polliner Hefeweizen is great. Double vouch. OC, go ahead and pronounce that one for us, please.
That is Zyweek beer. Or Zywich. Maybe it's Zywich. I'm not sure. And they're going to throw a bunch of fucking German words, and we're going to repeat it, and then Mookie's going to clip it. Bullshit. I'm not falling into your trap, Evan G. I don't fucking know what that means, and I'm not repeating. From now on, don't repeat any more German words.
So that's Weihenstephaner or whatever. Weihenstephaner. That's the Hefeweizen beer from
No, you
Bavaria.
you just said suck my wiener in German. Yeah, we're not repeating any more German phrases. Nice try. No endless time. No, we're not doing it. We're trying to bait us into repeating a bunch of questionable phrases in German.
They're the hate stream.
Listen, they are the haters. That phrase never gets old, does it?
Dude, that Nürburgring track though. You guys seen the compilations of people just like not knowing what they're doing, just like destroying their cars.
You know what car I would race on the Nürburgring?
What?
Mm-hmm.
You guys know me, right? You know what kind of cars I like. Nope.
A Toyota Camry.
Nope.
Toyota Tercel.
No, you're getting warmer.
A Woody?
A new Corvette?
No.
Woody
come on, you guys know
wagon?
what you guys know what my favorite car brand is, right?
Corvette. Some sort of Corvette.
Oh,
You guys
Acura?
don't know. You don't know me. That getting close, getting close, getting close.
Nissan
Firebird.
Maxima?
You guys are fucking lame. You don't know shit about it.
Firebird.
Fucking Honda Civic Type R.
Mitsubishi Eclipse.
No, Honda.
Are
I do
you
a
sure?
Honda Civic Type R or a Honda Acura Integra
Prelude.
Type S.
Honda
right?
Prelude.
You can't pull that card on us. I've never heard the words Honda Civic Type R come out of your mouth in my entire
Yes.
life.
I've
Seriously.
been a fan of Honda since I was a little kid. I've had 5
Never
Hondas in my
once
family.
mentioned it though.
Never once in ever.
Never,
I have an
ever.
Acura TLX right now.
The only time you've talked about cars, you've talked about some like classic Corvettes you thought were nice.
Yeah, I don't talk about cars a lot, but if
Yeah.
you listen closely, which my friends do, which apparently includes nobody on this panel, I'm a big Honda guy. So I would definitely do the Civic Type R, which is the
Nice.
fastest front wheel drive car to ever do the Nürburgring.
That's yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, Brian, when is the great unboxing?
Don't know. The end game is near.
Can you give me like a month, Brian?
Yeah.
Can we have a slow build up to it?
Oh no, I'm slowing it I'm making it as slow as possible.
I keep hearing you say it's gonna be a one-man show. Does that mean just like you on the panel?
Yep.
You and me, baby.
Oh no.
No
Yeah,
teen sketchers.
We can
please.
have some of these amateurs on with us if we
Okay.
want, but
Okay, yeah. I don't have the energy for just you and me.
I know what it is. I know what it
It's
is.
not it. It's many.
No,
That's
it's
the point.
it. He said end
No,
game, and he's trying to curry favor with the only other sports Patek owner on the panel.
He's rejected.
There's only 2 other sports Patek owners.
Thank you. Thank you.
He has
You guys can run the stream
rejected
and end it whenever you
everything.
want. Peace out. Love you guys. Bye.
see ya.
See ya.
That's what she said.
Is it happening, Brian? You know what I'm talking about. Is it happening?
I already have 2. I already have 2 here.
Dude. You wrote a nasty email, didn't you? Something come of that email?
Nope. Oh,
What I miss? I had another call.
I think, yeah. From what my intel says, you're all going to be shocked.
We're all going to be what?
Shocked.
We
Yeah,
are shocked
shocked.
because a legend is joining us on the stream.
Finally.
Sean,
How are you? I only have a few
Oh,
minutes.
wait,
I
put him
just
full
wa-
screen. Put him full screen.
I
Where
just
is he?
wanted to share with you guys we are on the intermission, and I had to share with you.
Oh my
is he
God.
at the
Yeah.
opera?
Oh,
Look at
yeah,
that!
where
Wow,
is he? He's in Milan.
look at
Yes, we
that!
had La Scala. So we were able to. Today we came and there were 2 tickets left in
Ooh.
a decent area without any with straight view, without any partial blockage. So
Hey, look,
we are waiting
look,
for the Act 3 to start. So
Which
Wow.
what are you
Listen.
seeing? What are you
look
seeing?
at that.
Whoa, look at the ceiling. Look at the guilloche on the ceiling. It's beautiful.
Look, La
Sean.
Scala, La Scala is so posh that Sean's in the peasant seats.
I am
Well, he said it
actually.
was the
We could not
last 2
get
seats.
here.
You
The peasant seats are 120 euros. We were trying to
know?
show the $150 ones, but
Sean,
they were out.
what piece are you watching?
Ooh.
That's what I have on.
What's the opera?
And then it's La Bayadère. It's
Oh my.
it's yeah, it's amazing.
What is going on there?
So,
That's great.
so I thought I'd jump on and say hello to you guys. And,
Hello, Sean. You enjoying your trip?
I am. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
You know, the first few days, you know, you're still trying to get out of the thinking about work, and then
Yeah.
and then after the first 3 or 4 days, you start, you know,
Yeah.
enjoying and letting it soak in. So tomorrow
Nice.
we are going to the Lake Como.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Bellagio and Villa d'Este, and then Friday morning renting a car, and then we're gonna call about Italy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. By the way, guys, last night it was actually 2-3 o'clock this morning when I got up in the middle of the early morning. I caught up on Diego's stream with all the unboxings. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was great.
It was amazing.
It was fun.
Amazing. I'm
Good
so
time.
sorry I missed the live.
Yeah.
No.
Well, the next one, there's
Which one?
I don't remember. Who was it again?
Brian's unboxing's coming up next week.
I saw Father Artifact. And
Yeah,
then,
the Le Mans.
yeah,
Incredible.
and yeah, and both father and son, just unbelievable. And I actually missed I missed the first one. I guess Mark had an unboxing too, and you had an unboxing, Austin,
Yeah.
right?
No, that was
Yeah.
a few weeks back.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I fell asleep in the middle of it, and then the YouTube the
Yeah.
next session came on. But anyways, it was
There's a
yeah,
bunch.
because I was like on and off
I
till
know.
5
It's hard
o'clock in
to
the
follow.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all
Is
right.
that OC?
Safe flight.
OC, how are you, man?
What's up? I had to jump back on. I can't believe you're on my show. What the hell is going on? You're in Paris, right?
There's a Milan.
Yeah, Milan, and the wife, wifey went to grab a drink, and so, anyways, there she is. She's coming back.
Oh, is she singing?
No, she's not. No, here we go. There, here. I'm gonna show you guys. They're gonna be when they turn the lights off. It's just beautiful. I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on a second. Here we go. They're giving the signal. Have you guys been here before?
Hell
Any of
no.
you guys?
No.
Huh?
Sean. You think I'd be there? Come on, I'm trailer trash.
I saw
Here.
La
Roommate is here.
Traviata at the Venice Opera House, but I have
you
not
did?
been to
Okay.
the Milan. Yeah, Opera
Yeah,
House.
this is beautiful. The exterior, they're doing some renovations, so it's not pretty outside, but this is such an iconic place. It's just amazing. And we were we went shopping this afternoon, and then Shima said, let's go to La Scala. We came in, and then we looked at what they had available, and they only had these two seats, literally. Next to each other. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Shima, do you
amazing.
have the card? Do you have the card for the program? So I'm going to show it to the.
Sean, did you guys go to Europe to celebrate Shima's 30th birthday, or what was the deal there?
Diego wants to know if we came to Europe to celebrate your 29th birthday. She says you got it right. There we go.
Wow.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
amazing.
ballet.
Yeah, it is.
Amazing.
Shima, when was the first time this was played? This was it's choreographed by Naira, and I believe what was that? Late 1800s in Paris was the first time. I think it was late 1800s. 1877 was the first time. This was the way this is choreographed and played. It was played in Paris.
Wow.
Yeah. I have to tell you one thing. For the first time, I feel underdressed. When we got the tickets earlier this afternoon, I said, by any chance, is there a dress code? And the lady said, unfortunately, no. So, I mean, I'm still okay. I got white shirts, collared shirt and everything, but and it started raining, thunderstorms, so I didn't put on fancy clothing. When we got here, some most of the folks are very decked out, but it's just beautiful out here. Look at this. Look at this. Anyways, what are you guys talking about? Sorry for interrupting the discussion.
No, you're not interrupting at all. This is much better. But we were just talking about Le Mans and talking about APs and the normal stuff.
Yeah. By the way, guys, we went to Patek Philippe store here, and there's a guy there. If any of you guys are in Milan, come in and ask for you. Why you? You. The gentleman's been here in Milan for 33 years. The nicest sales associate you can find. And he goes, I wish, and we were shopping for the missus who, there's a, she has a Patek 24, but they have a Bracelet with purple dial that they actually had on this exhibition for the first time, and Shima wore it. And we were in Paris. We went to a couple of we went to AP, and then we went to Cartier. And as soon as she put the watch on her wrist, I could tell she loved it. Although she has one like it, but not the pink gold and the purple. Her face just opened up. So you have to see. That's the only watch that she had that kind of a reaction. So I think we found a piece for her. We just have to find it somehow. See if we can get one that's available. Yeah. But anyways, if you guys come to Milan, come to Patek, ask for you. Great guy.
Oh, so you moved from Paris to you're now in Italy.
We are in Milan. We arrived in Milan yesterday. We're gonna be here till Friday, and then Friday we're gonna go pick middle of Italy, go down to our first stop's gonna be Modena. Probably have lunch at the Ferrari, hang out at the Ferrari restaurant, and then go down to Perugia, stay there for the night, and then drive south. And we're gonna stay in Amalfi Coast for 3 days, and then stay in Rome for 4 days and 3 nights, and stuff like that. That's the plan.
Good plan.
Yeah.
How's the weather?
Here we go. They're turning the lights off slowly. The weather in Milan is hit and miss. It's beautiful at the end of the day. In the afternoon, we have thunderstorms. Last night, I had my suede shoes on, and so we got caught in a downpour, and it wasn't too bad. So today I played it safe because there was thunderstorms this afternoon too. So didn't want to wear velvet jacket or anything like that. So played it safe.
Yeah, I know the lights are going to go
supposed to be
down.
good.
Yeah, I know the lights are going to go down any minute. So I want to wish the best to you and Shima, and have an
Thank
amazing
you.
time during your travels.
Thank you.
And
Thank you,
continue
guys.
continue posting to Instagram, because everybody is following you on Instagram. And
I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to jump on and say, hey guys, I haven't been on any of the streams, and prior to coming here, last couple of weeks work was hectic, and but I try to catch up with you guys as much as I can, and love what you guys are doing, Diego. What you're doing with your channel, all the good stuff, and I mean it's amazing that your boss is also contributing to the great cause. So just amazing.
Matching one for one.
So
matching
that's amazing. That's amazing, and that is only gonna grow. So anyway, just wanted to say that that's the only reason that I'm not on. As a matter of fact, it was great. George called me this afternoon, the gorilla, and I had a good talk with him, and miss you guys, man. Definitely.
Yep.
Well, you've earned this vacation for sure through all your hard work. So
Thank you, brother. Thank you, my man.
I'm glad to hear the deal that you made with Rolex was what put you over the edge for your yearly goals. And
I'm
you
just
got one
glad
over
that he
him.
enjoys he enjoys the car. I hope he still does.
The president of the group said, "Wait a minute, we're doing a 72-month lease at $12.99 a month. Who put together this deal for an i4?" You're like, "Yeah,
What
screwing over one of my friends," and it feels
Wait a
good.
second. Wait a second. Who raised the payments? It was supposed to be lower.
That's right.
Anyways, guys, great chatting with you guys. You guys are doing a great job. Keep on doing a great job, and miss you guys. All right, here we go. The lights are going out.
See you soon.
Take care, guys. See you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
All right, I'm out again. Peace out.
See you.
Yeah, I gotta go too. See you guys.
Uh-oh. Hey guys, I'm here. I think.
Hey, I'm still here.
I'm still here. Oh, Sean, the legend from Milan. That's hilarious. He's like in the middle of intermission, and he calls us. That's great. Oh no!
I want to go on an Italy trip like that.
Yeah.
It's like, we're here for 2 days, or we're going here for 5. We're going to go to the coast. Then we're going to scoot on over to Paris.
We can live vicariously through him at least.
Yeah.
At least we get that going.
Dude.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Spain? I don't really want to go.
I love
with my
Spain.
wife. I don't really want to go. But my wife
Why
wants
not?
to.
Why?
Isn't it like a big party country?
What?
You in the fucking
What are you
scene?
talking about? Spain is
Well, I'm
not
asking,
a party country.
would you rather do Spain or Italy?
It's like Italy.
Which would you rather do, though?
Italy for the food.
I like both of them. I'd say Italian food. Well, it depends on what kind of food you like.
I like
I
Italian.
mean, you like Mexican food, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
like
the root of some of the Mexican food root is Spain,
Right.
Conquistadors brought it over.
Yeah. I just feel like we didn't really get to see a lot of Italy, and like we're not done with it,
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I've been to Spain 3 times, and there's a lot to see in Spain as well. It's a little cheaper than Italy, but there's some beautiful cultural things to do there. Okay. So I don't think you're gonna be disappointed with Spain.
I'll take your
who knows? You're disappointed with the Royal Oak, so.
Ooh. I'll take your ticket. You don't want to go.
No, I'll go.
No, there's some cool things, like you can go to the Alhambra, which is a beautiful Moorish castle. You can see like a live flamenco dancing show, which is really cool.
That sounds terrible.
No, flamenco dancing is really cool. They built a whole like the houses are like built into caves in the mountain, and you go into this like underground thing, and it's like live music in this like enclosed brick thing, so you can really like hear the music. I don't know. It's cool. It's cooler than it sounds. You go to Toledo where they have the sword makers. That was cool. So I bought my sword. You can go like the palace in Madrid is amazing.
I want to go and chill in a beautiful place. I'm not necessarily like wanting to travel to.
Yeah, I mean Barcelona
to
is amazing.
see castles and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, if you go, well, yeah.
Not that I don't think those things are cool.
The coast above Barcelona is amazing. So it's almost like the Western Italian coast, but it's part of that ring. Who is this?
What a fucking nasty thing to say to Sean Diego. I hope you feel bad later.
He thought it was funny.
Dude, he's going to text me later. He's going to be like, fucking, what a dickhead Diego is.
No.
Yes,
No,
100%. 100%.
How are you, Rolex?
I'm all right. Fucking busy day. Tired.
Yeah.
I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed and cry.
What do you? Oh wait, I can't ask you what you do. We're on.
Yeah,
screen.
why would you
Lolex,
do that?
what do you do?
Lolex, what do you do and how much do you make?
Hey,
Okay,
Rolex, how much do you bring in a year?
Yeah. How much do you make a year? What kind of car do you have? Is it paid off? What are your monthly payments? It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, he tried to ask me that again recently. I told him to shut up on stream. He's an idiot. Is anybody following the London Watch Show or that London meetup stuff? Is anybody following that at all?
No.
I mean, I'm gonna go out here on a limb and tell you no.
No.
But this world we're in, everyone would believe that people are following it.
I'm just wondering because I know Archie's touched down already over there, and Marcelo is with Jamie Opulence and all that. So,
well, I have this approach for pretty much all of these trips. Like even when we were over on Tim's, every time he'd leave the country and like go somewhere, as soon as I turn it on, if that's what it is, I just click it off because I'm not interested at all.
Right.
I mean, I don't need to fucking watch you in London. I mean, how fucking boring is my life that I need to watch people on vacations?
I mean, it could be fun. I mean, I'm excited to see Archie and Marcelo meet again after everything. I think that could be kind of funny, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Why not? So,
I don't know. The first few times the first few times I hung out with Tim, it's like, yeah, let's go live. Like, it's fun, right? But then afterwards, when you're,
oh my God, yeah.
It's a drain. And also you're around a lot of your other friends and you kind of just want to hang out. So
not to
it's like a lot of people said,
go.
I remember when there was like still some divide, they were like, oh, this crew they won the Gonzo Stream War, and it was like, congrats, like we had an amazing time. Like we didn't have to worry about our phone overheating, or I mean, we don't care about super chats, you know. So
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Why?
Like even Boston, when we went to Boston, like hardly nobody took photos. We were just having a good time.
Yeah.
I didn't see any photography of. I saw a few photos, but not a lot.
Yeah.
But you guys didn't really document it that much.
No, I mean,
you're in the moment.
Yeah, why do people want to document what we're doing? I think they'd want to be there doing what we're doing. Watching it is just kind of like somewhat sad. I don't know, a little bit weird. I always found that aspect of the show to be very weird.
The live stream, yeah, I think there's a line, right? There's a, like, it's cool to jump on and just say hi to people, and like, you know, people feel like they're part of the action. But, and there are people that it would be nice to meet up with, but they're kind of remote, you know, and it's hard to make that happen. But I don't think every minute needs to be live streamed, certainly.
Oh, damn, I fucked up.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, if it's your career, whatever, you know, people are going to super chat you to, I guess, walk around a town. That's fine. But as just a group of friends, it's a totally different thing. It's not even in our realm, like our thought process. Like, hey, we should go live on the colony and like say hello to everybody.
Well, it's also like, you know, if you're on vacation to the Grand Canyon, you're sitting there taking pictures the whole time, and you never like sit and look around or like talk to your family. Are you really like having the right experience there? You know, like it's or your wedding, right? If you're just taking pictures the whole time, you never talk to anybody. You never talk to your wife on your wedding. You know, like some people, it's like literally all about getting the pictures of the wedding. They don't care about like the actual.
So when we travel, me and the wife, I'm a big proponent of like live in the moment, right? Experience it with your, like, she'll be like, don't you want to take a photo? And I'm like, I'm looking at, like, I'll remember this. But she's like, she wants to take the photos. So in the honeymoon, I bent the knee. I was like, all right, we're gonna take a shitload of photos because I know it's important to her.
Diego.
But if it's just me, like, let's just say for whatever reason I had to go to Dubai for work. I'm really not going to be taking any photos, to be honest with you. I'm not going to have shit to share at the end of the day. What's up, Rolex?
I was gonna say, dude, we're gonna take so many photos in New York, me and you. I'm shoving a camera in your face the entire time. I want to document it for everyone.
First photo will be what? Why isn't my fucking paste working, by the way?
First photo is gonna be us back to back with measuring tape, and Buckley's gonna be holding like a yardstick behind us.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Fucking, it's what the people want, Buckley. It's what the fucking people want.
Lolex,
all right?
you just, oh my gosh, Lolex, you realize what you just said.
Yardstick.
You realize what you just said. You
Go
just
ahead.
said that you were gonna
Rolex is
stand
3
back
feet
to
tall.
back. Yeah, you just said you were gonna stand back to back with a
Yeah.
yardstick and have it measure you like a yardstick would do it. That's 3 feet.
It's wait a minute. A yardstick is 3 feet.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. The last time I saw a yardstick, I was 3 feet. So in my
That's
mind,
why. That's
I
why
was.
my response was, "Why would I do that?" The whole
Oh,
statement was just so stupid. I couldn't even fucking
It's so
comprehend.
funny. Oh my god.
let me see a
Yardstick.
yardstick.
Diego,
I gotta take a look
Diego.
at a yardstick.
Not Diego. Rolex.
Oh,
I
you're
just-
right. They're like, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not
The
like
last
3
time
feet. They're
the
not
last
like 3
time,
feet. They are 3 feet, Rolex. I think
Oh my
Rolex just
gosh.
died.
That's so funny. Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, well, he's gonna hold it up. He needs something to illustrate. Whatever. Measuring tape. Who gives a shit, right?
it's just funny.
And I
Oh,
refuse to
heaven.
believe Buckley. I refuse to believe Buckley picked up on the yardstick. No
Well,
way.
okay.
Of course he
then
did.
why else
No
would I say?
bullshit.
Okay.
Why else would you say no?
Rolex.
That's who you are. Because that's who you are, Buckley.
Rolex.
You're a no guy.
You guys are great. It's all
I
it's all right. It's okay.
So
I have superpowers right now, so I can see different dimensions.
yeah, sure. You're operating on another level.
Did you get back on the pre-workout?
No. I got on the indica.
What is that?
Wait, what are you smoking now?
Yeah.
You don't even know what that is, Diego. What a dork. What
What
are you
is
smoking
indica?
now, or like taking Eddies?
No, I mean I'll hit it. I'll hit it on occasion.
Yeah.
At night. It's
Indica, into couch, bro.
No, it doesn't really do that to me, but it definitely takes the hot take off Wednesday.
Oh, I could tell you're much more chilled out now, Buckley. Not as hot, ready to go.
I'd sell all my watches right now for the right price. That's how
good you're feeling.
I'm like, you know what? I'm like, this is just the root of unhappiness. I don't need things.
Hate to talk about drugs on here, but I'll never understand why people like sativas over indicas. That's just like a panic attack right there.
You mean
I don't know
salvia?
what people like.
No, sativa. It's like a type of weed that's more. It like raises your heart rate. You get more energy from it.
I don't know why anyone likes anything that induces anxiety, paranoia. I don't know, like all these things. Oh, I got a motorcycle. I jump out of planes. Oh, I fucking do. I like to do coke. Why do you want to be?
Why do you want your heart elevated over 100?
Yeah. Why do you want to be on the verge of having a stroke? Like, what is it?
Yeah.
What's going on there? What happened during childhood?
I had
heard
a
of Salvia Rolex. That shit's crazy. I think it's
Salvia.
illegal
Is yeah, no Salvia is legal. You can buy that at like weed shops, or not even weed shops, like glass places. You can buy Salvia. It's legal, but
now. Damn.
sativa is just like a weed that gets you up. I had a friend that's like, I like it on a Sunday, and then he'll just like clean his house or whatever. But
Yeah, but that's
no.
before. Is that before or after he has a panic attack? Which one?
I don't know. Some people are just like, some people can handle it. What can I say? You know, me personally, I don't like it.
No.
But yeah, it's not for me.
I'm glad I never went down that road where I needed something to enhance
To be
my
cool.
life.
To be cool.
No, not even to be cool. Just like oh, what a tough day to work. Let me fucking get stoned. You know, like I don't know.
That would be a
Slippery
funny.
slope.
That'd be a funny thing to take up at 40, Diego.
I'm changing Diego's name. I'm changing Diego's name to the Romantic Hater.
Why?
Because he's always like all about how, you know, back in the day they lost their luster now and everything.
Oh.
and then you're like, oh, this guy's really calm, and you know, you want to smoke a little bit of weed. Oh man, I'm glad that I never went against the Lord and did that shit. You weak piece of garbage. It's like,
I'm glad I never touched
No,
the
I
devil's
wasn't
lettuce.
talking. I wasn't necessarily talking about weed. It was more so like cocaine or all those hard drugs.
Yeah.
You're glad you never
Like-
did heroin, is what you're saying.
I'm glad I never did heroin either. I think we all have that in common.
Yeah,
But even
exactly.
going beyond that, just like, hey, do you guys want to have fun? It's like, sure. It's like, I got these pills. Like, I'm glad my mind never went to like, well, that sounds like a good idea. You know, like,
yeah.
That's more
Well, I
so
guess
what
I'll
I'm
just
talking
take
about.
half. I'll try half and see how I feel.
No.
Yeah, I don't do any of that shit.
I don't understand how people like will smoke and then go to sleep. Like Mr. Ghost is saying, indica is like for going to sleep. It's the opposite. I can't sleep. Yeah, I don't like talking about this shit. This shit's whack.
I sleep like a fucking baby under.
I don't. I'm just calling people. I'm just like, what are you doing? Wake up. I gotta
That sounds
talk.
like sativa, my guy. I don't.
No, just in general, like I'm like I guess when I do hit the pen, like very infrequently, I just like talking pretty much or doing something.
You're
I don't
hitting
like
the
sitting.
pen. You're hitting the pen.
Yeah, the pen, the oil. I don't like talking about this shit online. I don't
I
want to
don't
talk
like.
about
I
this.
don't like this new. I don't like this. Like, smoke the hard fucking grass.
The old grass.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about those pens. Everyone's into the vaping.
That Hindu Kush.
Yeah.
Mm.
Everyone's into vaping. Like, it's only been here 10 years and you're experimenting with your lungs because somebody told you, probably the vape company, that it's healthier than cigarettes. At least with cigarettes, you know you got at least 20 years of smoking that you could reverse if you need to.
Yeah.
With vaping, fuck, that could start killing people tomorrow. We don't know.
You know what I don't
think
like
I'm gonna
about
switch,
vaping?
I think I'm going to switch to Zen.
Do it. That would be awesome. But the thing I don't like about vaping is that people that go from cigarettes to vaping, they're vaping 24/7.
They never
Like
stop.
they're constantly hitting the pen, and I'm like, that's got to be worse for you than just smoking a cigarette.
Dude, if you watch a stream with Boston Collector, Diego, and Lucha, Lucha and Diego will hit the pen combined more than Boston Collector will say the word like.
Yes, I like that.
So
It's good.
you know,
It's a good word.
or Cars of Chrono saying provenance.
Or are you saying here?
Tight.
Or are you saying here's the thing, Buckley?
Yeah, Buckley
Or-
does
or-
say that a
or
lot. Here's the
fuck.
thing.
Or
Look,
fuck.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
What you do is
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm switching.
Leave.
Switching over to JBJB because it's going to be. What does JBJB say?
At the end of the day.
At the end of the
Oh,
day.
I say that. I was just gonna say that I need to stop
the
saying
end
at
of
the
the
end of the
day.
day. Nobody
what it is.
nobody intelligent says the phrase at the end of the day.
Whoa, why are you attacking JBJB?
I'm just saying. And I say it. And I say
God.
it. Nothing against JBJB, but
Wow.
I say it a lot.
We're
It's
trying to
wrong.
build bridges here, man.
Okay, well, JBJB, I say the same thing, and I'm talking specifically about myself. But
Okay.
only
right.
idiots who are trying to make a point will start with at the end of the day.
Okay, you want to know who the biggest idiots are?
Who?
the people who need to use an emoji in the chat before and after every single comment they make.
Okay.
Those are the people that are just, they're almost like mascots, right? Like no one takes them seriously about anything. Like when you're using all these emojis before and after to a bunch of adults online over and over and over again, I question.
What about the? Are you talking about me in the group chat where I do the laughing face?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'll put in the private chat who I'm talking about.
Okay, because I love that laughing, crying face. That's a good one.
Eggplant is a good one too. It's harder to write that one out.
Eggplant. Dude, yesterday or the other day, Boston said the funniest thing. He jumps on the stream cold, and he goes, "You know what's a scam? Snacks."
Snacks are a scam. I outlined it for you, Diego.
It was so.
You agree too?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I agree with you.
They do it before and after every statement, and it becomes like, are you a little bit spectrum? I don't really know what's going on here.
It's when people can't. Some people have difficulty kind of describing their emotions with their words, so they have to use those.
But Boston, it also those people I mentioned are also really, really dumb. So that might have something to do with it too. I mean, those three people I mentioned are some of the dumbest people I've ever shared the internet with.
I've thought about that too. I was like, I hate that certain dumb people have my phone number.
Those people also might be making things up too a lot. So they're
another dumb liar.
Trying to embellish.
They're dumb. They're dumb liars.
They're trying to embellish their points or whatever by doing that. It's possible.
Yeah. Stop lying, Diego. Just be real.
We gotta talk Rolex out of this OP41.
Well, so what are you doing?
I took
what
an
are you
oath.
doing, Rolex?
I took an oath, and I swore before the magistrate court that I'm not going to let my friends make mistakes with watches anymore.
Oh, really? I was trying to talk to you about it yesterday, and you're like, I'm tired. My back hurts.
I didn't say my back hurts. I just said I'm tired.
Oh,
Rolex,
that's what I heard when you were talking.
Further. I'm going to take this further. Rolex, listen to me very carefully.
What's up?
I'm going to take this to the next level. Not only should you not buy an OP41, you should never buy a steel oyster bracelet Rolex again. You don't need to ever buy another one.
I mean, I can accept that. I can take that criticism.
You don't need to buy another one unless it's in a different metal.
Metal,
right? Rose, white gold. Okay, I'll accept that.
No, you're saying that because of my current collection. You're not just saying that in general.
I'm saying that because you basically played with the same three watches ever since I've heard your name. Yeah. And it's the same oyster bracelet watches over and over.
It really is. Holy shit, dude! I've had two Jubilee watches. No, one essentially Jubilee.
One out of 20. Okay, wow.
Yeah, 1 out of 20, I think. No, who was saying that? I think it was Diego was saying today how many watches he's been through.
Bezel count?
Since
What's your bezel count?
40.
Bezel count.
And I still have
bezel
21. I still have 21 of them, by the way.
I have a spreadsheet going of all the watches I've purchased and what I sold them for, so then I get an idea if I'm up or down. And I'm at.
I don't do that.
You know, I'm counting my wins.
That's a good idea.
I'm counting my wins.
I approve. It's a spreadsheet.
Hold on. I had it up here. Stupid Google Sheets. I am at.
It's not references, by the way. It's serial numbers.
What do you mean?
Like if you've had 5 speedies, those each count as a bezel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had 5 speedies. This is my 3rd Speedmaster.
You've had like
Yeah. Yeah. This is my 3rd one.
Only 3rd? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought it was 5.
No, that you're fucking buying into Tim Wright propaganda. All right.
Okay.
Fucking wake up, dude. You're getting brainwashed.
Wake up.
I looked at the list. I looked at the list that Boston wrote. Me and Boston went back and forth yesterday because I was the first one to be flamed for this.
Yes.
And the
innocently flamed, by the way. There was nothing malicious about the flame.
No, I don't care. It's roughly I buy and or sell a watch almost every quarter for the last 4 years. That's what it came out.
Quarter or
Yeah,
every week?
I'm doing about 4 or 5 on average. I'm doing about 4 to 5 a year.
Can I give
do
you some?
about one a week.
Yeah. Boston, or not Boston, sorry, Buckley. I think down one day and go through what you bought and what you sold it for. So then maybe you will not flip so much. It'll kind of chill you out a little bit. Because that's
No.
No,
That's
don't
only
do that.
recent.
Too much
Only
money.
recently when I started with the brands that aren't Rolex, I had that problem. But all the Rolexes before the stream, I'm up. Don't worry.
okay. Well, that's
Same
you're
fun. Same
you're
fun.
making an estimate. Like get an actual number in front of you.
Oh, I don't know.
So you can take a look.
Well, anybody that sold any watches for that 3-year period did pretty well.
Yeah, you're up.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter really.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But I'm not like I have to add it up. I'm somewhere in the neighborhood of like 22 to 24.
Mm-hmm.
that's not bad.
A loss of 22 to 24.
No. 20.
No, it's
No.
body count.
Oh,
That's
bezel
Bezel
count. Yeah.
count.
I'm not at a loss. at
Body
all.
count.
I'm not at a
I
loss.
like
at all.
that. The body count.
I'm guesstimating, but I think I'm like maybe 60. I don't know.
That's
Something
crazy.
like
Because I was 40, but that's going back to 18 years old.
that. Yeah, this is in 2.5 years.
Yeah. That's insane.
But anyways, going back to the OP, I agree with you. Like, I was thinking about it. I think last night. Who was I talking to? I was talking to someone on the other side about this, and yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it. If I get it, I'll probably flip it. Being honest with you, make a little profit.
I know you're gonna
Yeah.
flip. I know you're
Yeah.
gonna flip
Yeah,
because
yeah.
sellers sell stuff that's not, like.
But I'm not like not buy it, wear it for a little bit and flip it. Like might do like a quick $500-600. Why not?
It's why are you buying a stepping stone piece?
I wouldn't call the green OP a stepping stone piece. The reason I would want to add it is because I loved that time in the market where these fucking colored OPs were just going for a crazy amount of money. And like if I were to have one that's like, a remnant, if you want to say, of that time, why not?
Are you
It's
doing
also-
41 or 36?
I would have done 41 just because I know it'll retain its value better, even if it's too
No,
big.
the 36 does. The 36 does just as well on that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that actually does. Yeah.
You're in a wider market though with the 41. More people would want to buy it. The 36.
No, 36 more people want to buy because it's ladies or men.
Yeah.
I would need.
And
I'm
they
not going to
wear
talk out of
big.
school.
They wear big.
I'm not going to talk out of
36
school
green.
here. I'm not going to talk out of school because I haven't looked. Because I
Cut a
haven't
turn.
looked online. I said out of school here. I wouldn't talk out of school because I haven't ran the numbers on it. But I would just assume that the 41 would probably be easier to flip if I were going to move it.
Not by
But
much.
again,
No,
yeah,
not by much. They're pretty close.
well, either way,
That's one
I
of
probably
the
wouldn't
few
keep it.
watches that it's,
I probably wouldn't keep it. No, I'm just gonna keep what I have because there's nothing else in the fucking catalog that interests me, or at least is within my price bracket, right? So if I do buy something else, it would need to be from like when Rolex does a massive redesign, right? They come out with something that's like really new and interesting. Then I'll make a move. But for right now, I'm not gonna.
You reached the top of the mountain before you even got there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a real thing.
Diego knows all about that.
No,
Diego's a
like,
teen pop star. He got fame way too early.
It's real though. Like you buy that OP41, flipping aside, you're gonna be like, yeah, this is sick. And then you look in your watch box and there's a Daytona.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're about to go on a date. You really gonna grab that OP41?
I'm trying to think the situations in which I would grab the OP41, and it's like
Sunday breakfast.
No, we were talking about this before, like the idea of going
playing Call of Duty or something.
like
going $7,000.
Going to my coffee shop down the street. You want to put something on real quick, you throw it on, or you go to get groceries, you throw it on.
What if there was a cute chick at that coffee shop and you could have been wearing a steel Daytona?
You think she's gonna notice my Daytona?
Have you ever had a PRX?
No, no, I don't buy stuff like that.
I did. I made that mistake.
Yeah, no thanks. Dude, maybe I'll collect fucking moon swatches. Maybe that'll get me out of this.
No, don't do that either.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't
Definitely.
do that. Don't. No,
do
please.
not do
Gosh,
that.
No.
See, this is why I come on to the channel. I need fucking advice.
You
Yeah,
need
don't get an Oris either. Don't get an Oris.
I'm not
Lola,
gonna get that.
There's only a few things that if you get them, you're gonna enjoy them, and they're
Can I
gonna
be honest with you, Buckley? I feel like if we were in person, I'd have a finger in my face right now. I feel like Rolex. Here's the thing. Fuck.
Oh, I mean, no,
Probably.
not right now. Not under indica, you wouldn't. The things you should be looking at. You have 3 watches right now, or 4?
I'm at 3. That's it. 3. I'm not
Okay.
doing any more, any less. 3
Batman,
is the fucking. 3.
Batman's worth about 15,000.
No. Yeah, but like if you're selling privately, if you're selling to a dealer, you probably get 13.5, maybe
Let's call it
14.
I'll meet you in the middle. We'll call it 14.
Yeah.
You should be looking at eventually a 36 date date, a 36 day date, a 37 Royal Oak 3-hand.
Oh yeah.
Those are the 2 watches that you keep your Daytona. I know that GMT is not going to last. I don't care what you say to me. It's not going to last. Don't even try.
It's going to last for the rest of my 30s.
Don't try to bullshit.
Sure.
Don't try to bullshit a bullshitter who's worse than you at this. Okay. It's not going to last. So you might as well start to look at what am I going to exchange this 14 grand into? And there's only 2 options. You have to get
the day date,
a day date in 36,
yeah,
37 steel Royal Oak 3-hand. That's it.
No, I agree. Here's the thing. I'm 100% on board with that, where it's like, I know I'm going to get a 36 millimeter day date at some point. Like, I just know that's going to be a watch that I'm going to pick up at some point. And I would love to come down to 2 pieces, a Daytona and a day date. That's it.
So that's what you
to me, that's amazing. But we're talking, I don't want to do that right now. I want to do that a little bit later in life. Great, get that last one. I don't want to do it right now.
All I'm saying is, outside of that Daytona, you've already got your sports steel Oyster bracelet. You don't need another one. Every other watch you get on an Oyster bracelet is subject to be moved at a different point.
Yeah. I'm going to put the Speedy on leather, though. I've been talking to our good friend Diego about that.
It still won't last.
Oh, the Speedy. I generally think the Speedy's going to be a permanent piece in the collection.
No, it's not, because you sold it 3 times already.
Yeah, exactly. I've made
You
the
will sell
mistake
it
3 times.
No, you'll sell
way.
the 4th.
No.
Yes, you will.
What am I going to get for it? Peanuts?
It doesn't matter. You're going to do it eventually.
No, never,
Yeah,
dog.
you will. I promise.
Never.
Everyone remember this moment. I think
okay, let's bet on it. You want to bet on it?
I think because that defeats the purpose. If you have
It doesn't
incentive,
defeat the purpose.
if you have incentive to not sell it because you're getting money from me if you win, that doesn't work.
I know that. I mean, that's kind of the point why I want to do a bet with you. So
I know. I'm not.
I'm so spiteful.
Hey,
like, I'm never ever selling this fucking thing.
I'm not that dumb.
No. Wait, hold on. Quick question before we finish that. What about, and someone wrote, Logan Hall put this in the comment, or someone did. What about instead of the day date?
No.
Yellow gold Daytona on Oyster
Why?
Flex.
You have a Daytona.
I know, but like yellow gold though.
No.
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, it's not different.
The only way that works, Rolex, is if it's Oyster Flex.
That's why I just said
That's
Oyster Flex.
No, it's not going to work. You're going to have 2 of the same watch, and ultimately you're going to say
one's yellow gold.
I do it though. I do it.
Would you do?
For me,
yes. You have 12, 15 watches.
Yeah, but for me, the Oyster Flex and the steel, I mean, they're the same watch, but they're really not. I wear them equally.
But Rolex wears his shorts below the knee. This is not going to work.
You motherfucker.
I think the Indica's wearing off.
You know what's crazy? It's not that below the knee. You guys are all buying into Tim Wright propaganda. You're fucking sheeple, all right? It wasn't that below the knee. It was at the knee. You son of a bitch.
No, you said below.
And also, Diego, that was haram on your end, bro. I sent you a private photo. I could very easily send these nipple photos you sent me 2 days ago that I'm not asking for. Stop
I
sending
didn't
me
share
that.
any private photo. What are you talking about?
I sent it to you. The one of me in the gym when we were working out. We were originally going to arm wrestle. We had that stretch we were sending each other.
That was like
photos.
fucking years ago, dude.
That
Why are you
was
bringing up old shit?
Kevin has a good point. He says, "How about a non-Rolex?"
I said AP 37.
I think. See, this is the thing. I think Rolex. You need to make a terrible decision on a watch, and get a horrible watch, and really taste that and say, I'm never doing that again.
Good
and
point.
then it'll help you going forward.
What terrible advice, Boston.
No, but
Like, here's the thing,
listen, no,
you
listen
need to
to me.
lose
This is
30
This is
grand.
why. No,
right?
listen. No, listen to me. Because so far you've bought all the safe watches, and you have a spreadsheet of tracking every loss. So you can't.
Only
You're
one
limited
loss.
on
Only
what.
one loss, by the way.
Yeah,
Only one
you're
loss, but go
limited
on.
on what you can like actually enjoy if you do that. So I'm not saying like lose a ton of money. I'm just saying get something that's outside of what you think
Would normally
and
get.
then if you don't like it, then move it.
Hey, Lois, let
or
me ask you
try
a
on
question.
or start trying on some other watches. Even if you're not going to buy them, try on some other ones. Just see.
I've got the solution to this whole thing. Rolex. Are you on a computer?
Yes.
Google Hoyer C3111.
No. I'm not even going to do it.
It's $4,000.
I'm not even going to waste my time. No, I'm not doing that.
It's
See,
on
this
a
is
rally
what
strap.
I mean.
It's on a rally strap. It's $4,000. It'll appease. you.
You're way too rational. That's my point.
I wouldn't do it. No.
You're very cold and calculated right now.
I'm extremely calculated.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think the date makes the most sense. I agree with what Buckley's saying. That's going to happen. I already know it. And the worst part is, I'll probably buy it retail, knowing me. Because in my mind, I'm like a date, and I still feel this way. I feel like a date's a very special watch.
If you get a date, you should buy what Diego bought to try it out. Because
that's
you
a
won't
great
lose.
idea.
You won't
That's a
lose.
great idea.
Sometimes you even get ahead a little bit on the because they fluctuate in price.
Yeah.
And you can try it out and see if you like it. And if you're like, yes, then you can go for a special dial or whatever with your AD. But like Diego said, like he really liked that watch, and it is a watch that like has a certain presence and feeling, and you just have to see if you're comfortable wearing gold. Because I wore that, like that was the first watch I got, and I wore it as a daily for like 8 months, something like that.
That is true, Boston. Like, I don't know how comfortable I will be wearing a day. Like, it looks great. It'll probably disappear on the wrist. But for day-to-day, I don't know how it will feel.
Are you getting it in white gold?
If you do white gold, you're fine. Yellow gold, yellow gold, it's like Boston said, you really have to try it out. Because to me, the one I bought, I mean, I can't tell you how excited I was to find it. And I was like, yep, this is it. I'm done. And then a week into it, I was like, I don't think this is for me. And it kind of sucks. So you really have to try it.
It's a certain style.
Don't go to an AD and pay retail for a 36 date. Don't do that.
No.
If anything, see if you have a close friend nearby that will let you borrow one for like a week or two.
Buy a fake one like Red Shovel.
What about a solid gold date chest?
Oh, those are so fucking cool.
Yeah. Sheen had a friend on one of his streams.
No. They made a full gold date chest.
Yeah, they have onyx style or lapis dials for those sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the dials for me don't really do it, but one of Sheen's friends in Geneva, he showed up and he was wearing one, and I was like, holy shit. It was on a Jubilee bracelet, solid gold. It was kind of hanging on his wrist just a little bit. To me, it kicked the fuck out of any date.
There's a power to the yellow gold date. There's a power to it. You have to be able to handle the power.
Yeah.
You wear a chain, right? You'd wear a chain, Lois?
No.
Do you wear a large chain?
Careful how you answer this, Lois.
Occasionally?
No, I do not.
You don't wear a chain at all?
But maybe I will. I'll start pulling an Eddie. I'll start rocking chains.
No, I'm just saying that's a good signal. If you wear a chain, like a gold chain, you probably can handle like a date a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So if
I do
you're
like
like,
the idea.
if you're like, I would never wear a gold chain.
Are there good cheap day dates that you can buy, like the non-quick set ones that you won't completely lose your shirt if you try to flip it? Are there good reference
They're,
points for that?
yeah, they're around like 15,
Yeah,
something like
that's not
that.
bad.
Yeah.
That's not
Here's the
terrible.
thing, Rolex. If you buy, so that's like a reference 1803, 1803.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy a cheap one, when you go to sell it, they're going to hit you with everything. They're going to say it's polished, bracelet stretch, no box, no papers. We'll give you 12.
Yeah, but
You're
what
like,
if I hit?
fuck.
What if I hit the person I'm buying it from with that shit? I go, this thing is stretched out, blah blah blah, and I get it for 12, right? So I'm trying to say.
So you could. I mean, there's some 1803s out there that are selling for like 13. Like they're dog shit.
Mhm.
But like in my case, I bought mine from European Watch Co. I think for 19 or 19.5. I can't remember, and I sold it for 19
Yeah,
months later.
they're pretty safe.
You know?
Yeah, they're pretty safe. They're pretty stable.
Yeah.
I think though, Rolex, from what I know, I could be wrong. I think you like power in a watch. I think you when you put that watch on, you feel the power of the watch.
I do. I do have a watch where I put it on. And I go, fucking. I feel bad for
Yeah.
anybody going against me right now.
Right.
'Cause they're gonna
Right.
fucking lose.
So it's good to look for that type of watch, and the day date does have that feel. It does have that feel. It's like
This is
it's like
funny for Raymond Cheap.
I could go soprano. I could go soprano on this whole restaurant right now. Type of
This is
feel.
what-
That's Buckley. He knows.
Me negotiating for my day date. Did this thing go through Vietnam? Jesus. I love it. This is what I would do. That's great. No, yeah, I do feel that a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And I know you all have a watch that does that. You put it on, you go,
Yeah.
okay, I'm feeling myself right now. I'm feeling good, feeling strong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's why you don't get the green OP.
Yeah.
It doesn't do
I just
that.
thought a green OP could be a good like beater shitter type of thing. You know? I was like, yeah, this could check that box. The same reason you would buy an
And I-
Explorer 1 is the reason why I would buy the OP41, because it's essentially an Explorer 1 that you can get out of easier.
The reason you bought the Speedmaster is because when you put that watch on, you're like, I could strap myself to a giant fuel rocket right now and propel myself into space.
No.
That's what you feel like.
No, I don't.
Yes.
No, I
You have
don't.
the power of an astronaut. You
No.
feel like you could walk on the moon right now, as they did.
What do I feel when I put on my Speedmaster? I feel, well, you're not going to get robbed. I know that. If someone robs me,
Why are
they're doing
you
me a
so
favor.
worried about getting robbed?
No, it's just a joke. I just thought of right now.
Okay.
It's the only thing that came to my brain right now. I don't think any of my watches are like loud, to be honest with you. I wouldn't consider any of my pieces loud. Even my Batman, I wouldn't. You know.
Maybe you would like the feeling that, man,
Maybe.
I could get robbed. I could get robbed right now.
This is
Like,
so
it's a little exciting. It's a
I'm
little
on a
exciting.
date too. We can get robbed right now. You want to make out?
Dude. Exactly. Exactly.
Are you feeling
Oh,
that? Are you
gosh.
feeling this
Yeah.
right now?
Exactly.
Didn't you sell your day date though, Boston?
No, my wife has it.
Oh, okay, good, good. The Conor McGregor, right? You still have that?
Oh, that one? No, I sold that one.
Okay.
No, I sold that, and I sold the chocolate rose, and I have the carnelian still, but I have the 18038.
Okay.
I have another one that I bought, but I gave it away as a present to a relative.
So Rolex, you could get a white gold, same one as mine, for probably 17, 18.
It's not bad.
Yeah, they're
It's
good
not
watches.
bad. Just try it out. I mean, I'll probably go white gold if I was going to buy a day date. I probably would.
Yeah.
And I really hope they start like opening up that dial selection.
Hey guys,
with this
I gotta
fucking
go.
line.
I gotta
know,
go. Sorry. I'll
All
talk
right.
to you guys later.
See you later, Boston.
Yeah, I got to go as well.
We should probably end it. We've been here for 3.5 hours.
Let me see if there's any videos to play. Let's see. Want to see Pantera?
Okay. Wait, what kind of Pantera?
All right, motherfuckers. Fucking Pantera. People give me too much shit about it. Oh, Pantera. Yeah.
Vladimir.
Pantera is not to be discussed. That's a off-limits topic.
We'll have to get you on the show to talk Pantera. Mike's an interesting guy because he was an ex-racing car driver. He had a Pantera. I don't know why he's got some really primitive equipment. I want to get Mike the Snake on to talk